up until this point. And what you're seeing right here is Mercules coming in, taking the league by storm. So Optic definitely going to be fans of Hacienda being back in the pool. And we're going to have it for 2 game modes for Hardpoint and S&D. And the pros seem to love it. So I think this new map set that we have now can rival what many consider the best map set ever in MW3. Right now, we have such a good map set, and Hacienda is only going to spice things up.
Ali, we see highlights.
I will be but 2 seconds, my darlings.
And of course, the boys from Miami and LA Thieves last year. So who do you think gets buffed by Hasi added into the mix?
I think Ant already touched on it, and the fact of Optic Texas for sure. They already had one of the deepest map pools in the league so far, and this is definitely going to help them.
And of course, Ant, that is not the only map breaking its way in. Gridlock will be seen across all 3 game types. What else is going to be in the mix here for our new maps and modes?
Let's all rejoice. Let's bathe in it. Let's enjoy it. Scar S&D is gone. We have Hacienda and Sake joining us for Search and Destroy. Plaza also going to get removed for this split. So the Search and Destroy map pool definitely in the best place it's ever been all year long. And then rather than removing one, we're just adding Gridlock into Overload for this split. And this is our full map set. Like I said, I think this can rival the greatest map set in CDL history. Right now, I think many would consider that MW3. It's going to give it a run for its money.
Ali, I have to say I am sad but also relieved to see Plaza Search and Destroy removed. G2 and Optic had one of the greatest games ever on that back at Major 3. If you missed it, go back and watch it on YouTube. In the meantime, we got to talk about some new moves and, of course, some new roster changes. Roster Mania has been afloat. We've been talking. If you're at the bottom of the leaderboard, you desperately need to make some changes, and G2 was right there on the border. Let's start with one of the best pickups of the season. Nasty from Boston was in the breach jail, but now he's got a team paying the bail. He is going to be joining the Minnesota Rocker squad that is now going by G2.
Here we are.
What should we know about Nasty?
I mean, he's been one of the better ARs throughout the season, despite being in such an uncomfortable spot.
Sure we will.
Breach, right? And I think the biggest storyline, at least surrounding Nasty in this, is he went from essentially 0 chance of making it to champs
Absolutely.
to now basically not missing it now that he's joined the Minnesota roster. So a big opportunity for him as an individual, especially being on that previous Vancouver Surge team.
Let's go,
all of them have found wins now except for him, so he's putting himself in a prime opportunity.
And of course,
Let's
we
go,
see the
Gabriel
first ever
Toronto Ultra on the
1-for-1
YouTube.
trade in league history.
Hi, mate.
You were asking for production to double check it. It is a record. What went down?
So cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, 1-for-1 trade where you can look at both sides of this and say they both come out on top, right? Like, I think both these teams can get better. On one side, you look at G2 where they've lost on a lot of Saturdays. Well, you get Envoy who knows how to make it through that Sunday run to improve them there and potentially figure out their Search and Destroy. On the other end, you got the Gentlemates who are just leaning fully into blitzing people, trying to play super aggressive and dominate those respawns. Well, that's where Estrio comes in hand. And when you look at his development as a talent and as a player, this last tournament, how many hardpoints do you remember, Ali, where he has over a minute of time in the hill while also picking up the kills? Something that players like Sid and Neptune need in order to get back to where they were throughout split 1. So there's a ton of upside on the side of Gentlemates and a bit safer on the side of G2.
So you're missing a guy who loves playing the objective in Envoy, one of the great communicators, but you grab a guy with an insane ceiling as a Slayer.
And objective player.
For G2, you're now getting Nasty alongside Kremp again. Who is going to be the stronger team moving forward in your eyes, Ali?
I have to lean Gentlemates, just honestly giving props to how good
It's gonna be
Estrio
weird
has been. I think
seeing
he's an upgrade.
these
He's
guys
gonna
all
play
in
similar to
different
Envoy.
jerseys,
He's going to
bro.
get the objective time. He's going to
Literally
be
all
dirty work,
today
but
as
he's
well.
also going to consistently give you those kills. That has been the story of Estrio recently, as he's become such a consistent Slayer throughout the entirety of this season. We've watched him build into the kind of player he's going to be, so he should absolutely upgrade.
G2 is going to be a good team now, for sure.
He chooses the Gentlemates, and surprise, surprise. Let's take a look, though, at a man who makes his return to the league. Standy has been on multiple different rosters. He's worn a number of jerseys, and he's been in challengers for the last year and a half. What should we know about him moving on to the Carolina roster?
Yeah, you know, this is one of those stories where it's definitely a recycle of a player who's been in and out of the league. He definitely has upside. We've seen him take over Search and Destroy. That's going to be his strong suit.
Okay.
And you're bringing him in kind of to be that experienced player
be
alongside
desperate.
Lurch.
Be
You know,
back,
before
Gray's
they
like
had crazy.
I don't know if it was an
Lurks, where
online
they're
to
both
land
trying
thing,
to
but
learn as they go.
they just
Lurks has
couldn't
developed
do
into
anything,
this
bro.
electrifying slayer, so you want somebody next to him who can help him develop an S&D. That's where Lurks has been struggling the most. So Standy maybe can answer some questions there for them.
You're bringing in a vet, a 6th stint into the CDL you saw there, and he has won a major before in the past. On the other side, you got to take a look here at some big pickups. Allie, talk me through the expectations. We've got Standy, of course, going to Carolina,
right,
but that means that Craze is no longer in that position. He is going to be playing alongside Mamba in the Surge, right?
Yes, so they get to be rejoined,
Velvet.
which is kind of like a really happy moment for some of us. They got to play together. They won this tournament together, and so
Challenge
for them,
champs,
there's
yeah.
already some chemistry there, right? Alongside of Vivid and Mac. The question is kind of just like, what is Surge hoping for right now? And maybe some investment. This is probably one of the best moves they could make at this point, basically guaranteed.
I
to
miss
make
this
it to
game,
champs.
man.
I 100% agree with you.
I
Allie.
miss
These
this
guys
game.
had so much success, and we were thinking they would both be candidates for, Rookie of the Year coming into this year. And they were, an amazing duo that won Challengers Champs, made it out of groups at EWC. So it's a perfect storm on both sides. You got a Surge team, as Ali mentioned, they're not making it to champs. You need to invest in youth and build
I
a
think this
team
game
for the
could have been
foreseeable
amazing.
future, and build a team for the foreseeable future. And these guys obviously want to get comfortable and get back to being a duo. So I think, both parties win in this case. And, for them, maybe they can have some late game heroics at Major 4 and champs.
So you're bringing last year's Challengers champions who are in their rookie season together on Vancouver, but that means you got to let go of some of the old guards. So Gwyn and TJ, we'll see you. TJ finds a new home in Nasty's position on Boston. Meanwhile, Gwyn gets sent down to Challengers. And we've got some changes here for Cloud9. They were at the bottom of the leaderboard. You can't get worse. What are they looking to do here with the new pickup?
I mean, they're just trying to find somebody that works, a piece of a puzzle, something to invest in. Okis, we saw his ceiling, and we saw his floor more often than not, so that doesn't surprise me. I think the biggest one on this screen is going to be Gwyn going back down to Challengers. I think with the numbers he was able to put up, the expectations a lot of us put on him, it is a little bit of a shock at this point in the season to see him go back down there.
We want to remind you all this schedule was decided before the season kicked off. It is Carolina Royal Ravens versus Toronto Koi. We've got Cloud9 versus G2 and Optic, your Silver Surfers.
Before
take
Gwyn
on
gets
the
back on the
former
team.
Silver Surfers
Probably
and
next year
Vancouver
now.
Surge at 6 p.m. Lock in. It's the Major 4 qualifiers at the CDL.
We should have maps, no? Breaker Boy, are we serious?
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for
We
this
serious?
season's grand finale
Have we not got
in
maps?
fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access.
Nah, I think what
Head to
Boston are probably looking to do is probably
vegasvegas.com
just to
or
go
scan
again
the
next
QR
year.
code
Like,
to get your tickets now.
they're not going to be able to get any good challengers players to
official
go to them
controller
because
of
they
the
can't
CDL.
make champs. So, like,
Monster Energy.
That's the issue.
Official energy drink of the CDL.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Let's find out who's built for the big save. The Heretics ready to dive in. Thanks, Tim.
Foreign Snoopy. Wants them all. But Hydra with the switch impossible. He's making time.
maybe Club League have tweeted it. Hold on.
It's Danabuza. Dominance on the grandest stage.
Okay, we do. Sake Hardpoint, Fringe S&D, Gridlock, Overload finds its way in. Den Hardpoint as well, by the way. And then Raid Search. I like those maps. We're going to get to see a new map today. So, bare minimum, we see a Gridlock. Gridlock Overload any good? I haven't played it today. I played 6 hours of ranked and didn't play
We
it
are
once.
loving the new Toronto Koi intro that they showed off at Major 3. Kips, though, unable to showcase the same ability he had at Major 2. The team still finishes top 3. Is that the ceiling for the Koi Wheeler?
I don't think so. I mean, you think back to the Optic match where you lose in a game 5. That has been the team that has given them so much trouble over the last couple of months. To me, that is the final hump. Whenever they go up against Optic again, they must win. It's a mental thing at this point.
Not easy for Kips going up against Hydra and Abizi, but today he takes on Lurks and Carolina Royal Ravens. Let's take a look at this Koi roster because there were all kinds of question marks at the end of Major 2.
Liam,
People
whose
in the
fucking
chat
side
were
are you
calling
on
for
here?
them to blow it up. You can't win with this roster. They've been to back-to-back championship Sundays in top 3 in both of our qualifiers, Al.
Koi's in a weird spot specifically right at this moment because they're at 2 back-to-back top 3s on LAN, right? So, like, they're finding a lot of success if you look at the league as a whole. But for Toronto, there was some weird stuff during Roster Mania. Insight was in, Insight was out. They practiced with Ale a little bit. So some question marks on kind of, like, the consistency and what they're thinking behind the scenes on this team. But statistically, it's been great for them. Their hardpoint S&D looks incredible right now. The biggest focus, their Overload is kind of struggling weirdly despite a top.
Let me go get a monster and then I'm here.
Overload losses in a row, and 3 of those are on Den. So maybe with the
well,
addition
Liam,
of Gridlock into this map pool, they can add that and
Ravens
expand
wanted
it into some of these
100K. By the
Joe
way,
looking frustrated after the loss on the main stage.
to buy him out.
Meanwhile,
I am a
Carolina
Heretics
fans, they were
fan.
all
Yes,
kinds of
Mateo.
excited after
Couldn't be a
Xyz was
bigger one,
added to the
actually.
lineup. They won 6 straight. Since then, not a lot to be excited about. You've had some Game 5 round 11s. You've fallen short in one. You've won one in the Major 3 qualifiers. Ali, expectations for the new roster, though, with Standy in the lineup.
Honestly, I expect them to kind of like slowly but surely be gaining ground on some of these teams. I think what we saw at the LAN is like, yeah, not a great placing. We didn't have much expectations for them anyway, but they put up a decent fight throughout some of those matches that they were able to play. So for Carolina, expectations are low, but with the addition of Standy, I think that's probably going to be everybody's focus in this series.
2-1 record against Toronto, and that stands out to me, though. Is this a matchup problem?
I mean, I just think Toronto have not been great at S&D, and that has probably been why they've struggled in this matchup. At least early on, I'd imagine a lot of those matches were early when
we
we
are then.
first joined. But yeah, with this Carolina team, how many times have we said that about them?
Let me
now?
crack
Like,
it real
these
quick.
guys are-
A lot.
It was close, like moral victories. Like it's finally time to start winning.
Hi,
And
Liam,
I think
mate.
the major,
Hi,
thing to
mate.
look at in this series is that dynamic of the new SMG duo. What you got over there?
I know, he saw something shiny and we lost it.
something shiny. Just thought I'd hold it for the first time.
Oh yeah,
I won't kiss it because it's not mine, but
very pretty.
sorry,
Can I have
match
one?
mode. Sorry, this match is exciting and stuff.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
take a look
okay.
at your 5 games coming our way.
Any Hasi? No.
Sake, Fringe, Gridlock, Den,
We
and
vetoed Hasi
Raider in
S&D.
the
I'm
building
so
to open
sorry,
up
guys.
today,
I'm so
Ali.
sorry.
Already, I don't have good feelings about Koi vetoing Hacienda Search and Destroy already. Not trying to get some of these new maps into the map set versus a team like Carolina, but we're going to open
No,
up with Sake
Hasi
from
don't.
Koi. They're
We
going to
do
love the
get a
response
Gridlock
in this
overload.
series. We are going to see Gridlock Overload for the first time. That's really exciting. Let's
Could
go.
be big. You just mentioned
That could be huge
Toronto
for
losing the
Koi.
Dens 3 in a row. Was that what it was?
Yeah, three
so
dens in a row.
Den Overload. We're fucking over 3 on it. Last 3
in
are we
their 3
serious?
matches. That was early in
Finally,
the
no
season,
Scar
Ali.
SD as well. That's
We're now
great.
in our Major 4
All the map
qualifiers. Wanna do
changes
some
this
stuff
year have
pick'ems?
kind
I'll
of
do
gone
some
our
stuff
way.
pick'ems.
Like, they
What's
got
the
rid
lead,
of.
Ant?
They got
Yeah,
rid
I
of
should be
Black
leading.
Heart,
I
got
went
rid of
21
Scar
to
SD,
112.
got rid of all these
Yeah,
SDs.
I went
Crazy
8-0
eye,
in
mate.
the first 2 days. Wait, what?
Ooh.
Wait, they're not even
Literally just
they
this
didn't even
last.
count my major.
Yeah, we're gonna do some recalculating. Let's lock
George,
in
they
for
literally
this one,
changed
though.
it
I'm
for
told
this week.
production will account with Danny, and we're gonna make sure everything is done. Fans, we think they're going Koi today, so I'll follow
Yeah,
the
give me Koi.
fans.
Yeah,
I'll
give
go
me Koi.
Koi.
I'm going Koi.
Koi, 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 Koi.
Ant is not going to
going
Ravens
Koi.
today? Yeah, they got rid of Craze. Can't pick the Royal Ravens. You're like study.
I also like Koi. I think
also
Koi's
like
very good.
Koi's
Why is the
pretty
S&D
good.
map
So our
pool so
casters
weak
on
for
the
Koi?
mic for
I don't
this
know. I
one.
think it's just they
Seven
have
award
ones
winners,
figured
Merkin
out,
David. Hey,
and
guys.
they also have ones that they really
Appreciate
bad.
it. No, we're all excited here. Okay, so Joe, are we going to see some
it's a
sort
bit-
of
I
honeymoon
don't know.
period here for the Ravens, or you're big time Koi?
I don't know if I love this move, just from the SMG standpoint, but we'll see. I think from a slaying standpoint, this is what Standy has always brought.
I mean,
He's
Liam,
been a
SD
slower
wasn't even the
slaying
problem.
Sub in the past years.
Like,
Maybe that's changed.
it was Overload at the
but
event.
I thought Craze was a massive playmaker.
They
for
went
them.
2
It
and
felt
4 in
like,
Overload
especially
after
in
being like
respawns,
one of the best
when
Overload
things
teams in the
generated,
game.
it was
So it's just
behind
like,
him. Obviously, like Lurks has put up numbers.
Why is
and
Koi
that's
blue on
all
the
this
screen?
is,
It pisses
but
me off every time.
We'll see how this plays out.
That's probably
It
what I'm
should be
most curious
purple.
about
It's
is the
very
impact
much purple.
on Lurks, because you think when you have a guy like
Look,
Lurks
it's
that is
purple on
willing
this
to
screen,
take routes, willing
blue
to
on
go
their
first
screen.
if he
Just
needs
flew.
to, it
Yeah.
should set up Lurks.
Mark
a
was
bit.
good, man. I
Yeah,
did,
but the
dude.
last time we casted Standy wasn't quite that type of player.
No.
So this is more to me like they're going to try and hit people in the face, break through the front, group up, and dominate versus like maybe having that route man and how that changes things for them.
Bumpies are in.
Standy
Bumpies
was
are in.
never, like, he was always sort of the slower in a corner, just
I need
sort
to
of
get
cleanup
predictions.
guy.
Fuck.
Yeah. But maybe that's changed, so we'll see if it has, right? I mean, switching up the play style. He's always had a very high individual skill ceiling.
Now, talk to me. This is the first
Prediction
time
up,
I've seen him for a
peeps.
while. If you look back to Control,
Prediction is up.
we've
Who
had
wins map
4
one?
options for a game 3. How does that change things for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been sort of like tic-tac-toe when it comes to that map number 3. Like, you just never want to really have a bad
Predictions
map that
are
puts you in
up.
a bad spot. Now you can maybe have one bad one, but in terms of the impact, I think you're looking at grand finals, like the best of 7s. The team who gets to pick, you know, those 2 overloads could have a massive advantage. So for our top teams, you cannot have 2 bad maps.
I'm just interested if we're gonna see those trends. You know, we talk about like you'll see it's like a qualifier where it's all exposure, and all scar. Like, does that go away? But with having 4 as an option. Into it.
I wonder how
with
Standy's
Koi
gonna do
and
here.
Ravens, our first series of 3.
I wonder
to
what
kick
they've been
off
cooking
our
up in the
qualifier.
lab.
4 already.
Yeah, I know. You and I joke about it every year. It's like the season starts and we're laughing.
dang.
Okay, well,
Oh,
Lurks apparently
Jesus
is just fine.
Christ.
He's fine. As he dials in a triple, kid is twisted early on, so he's already into the upcoming hard point. We'll see if he can play his life or win a
Yeah, this
gunfight.
guy's
We'll
really
go with
good.
a gunfight.
Yeah, there's also this sort of thing where he can turn into more of like an entry, like, kind of guy. Like, he plays with speed, so maybe that dynamic changes where Standy is just a slower.
This guy's
slanter
kinda good,
sub,
no?
and Lurks
This
just
Lurks
goes
cat?
and does whatever he wants.
Well, and sometimes, you know, when you have a guy with the way Trey's played, like, you're waiting on him, you're waiting on that pinch, you're trying to time things properly, where Lurk's like, I'm just going to go now. I'm just going to go and match my pace. We'll see if that's the case, but into it on 5 straight to start us off.
What the fuck?
Over. It leads to a team kill,
What
but
just
essentially we never see
happened?
Rashota Sieves. Well, kills a teammate, but gets 1, and we'll get the hard point.
Bro,
and
imagine
the
this
back
Lurks
spawn
guy on a
for
good
Koi.
team, bro. Holy
With
shit.
30 or so remaining, a good chunk of time they get
This
turned
poor
in.
bloke.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is another interesting one, right? Every qualifier in between roster mania period, Koi's always thrown out there. Obviously, Insight is still on this roster. And you know, the team, the organization is backing him. It just kind of felt like he was just sort of like, all right, I'm done with all this noise. Like, find somebody else. I'm cool with this, whatever. Like, let the boys do what they have to do. But, I mean, listen, that's a couple of championship Sundays in a row. They're hoping to build off of
Yeah,
that.
drop JB
I
down.
just
6 and
think
4. Drop him.
sometimes When you
He
talk
dropped him
about
again.
players that are around for a long time, it's a mental battle more than a
Big win in the back for 5.
skill
Fuck.
one. I don't know.
Boy,
Maybe
weapons
if
get
like whatever
changed. I don't
happened
think
in
so.
this offseason ends up being a positive.
Jake, what's
for
good, man?
Insight
How we doing,
In
dude?
particular, just like maybe just hearing again that his
I think
teammates
so.
believe him, his
Am I
organization
faded?
believes him. You know, there's some rumors there might be a change. Maybe it doesn't lead to that at all, but part of me kind of hopes it does. But starting slow on that side for Koi will be CleanX, who's really looking to get involved at 1 and 6. Kip starts out slow. Joe Deceives the inside, kind of carrying the slang, and
We need
it'll be
Kippy
Royal
or
Ravens on
Toby.
the
We
other
need
end of
Kippy
it,
or
with
Toby
Standy
right
and
now.
Lurks on a bit of a spree. Locked down at 3rd. Up about 30 with 30 more to earn.
And remember, the one sort of maybe interesting topic when we talk about our race for champs is them. It's Carolina. They're at 130 points, so they're going to have a hell of a stage. They're down like 80, 70
Show me the
points or
camo.
so.
I
they
see
need
our
a good
camo?
minor, a good stage,
I swear
a
we've been
good
watching
major,
Ravens
but they are the
POVs
one
for our
team
last-
we are kind of looking at. And speaking of looking at, let's give them a listening.
Last guy, that's last guy mid. That's last guy mid. The rest are spawn. I'm all the way for now. Nice, I'll see you well. I'll spawning ult. I got it.
Wait, shit, yeah, I need to put the jersey on. I'll go put it on after this map, I guys.
I have no trophy on time for a sec. I'm blocking.
One's right on me, right inside, done.
Nothing front. One's going mid. CleanX going mid.
Dead.
Nothing right.
Yeah, one guy mid on me. One guy me square. Yo, main and square. One guy me take the right route.
Main hit twice.
Main and one's right on me.
Yeah, one's right on me.
Nice, Kippy.
Main, another main.
I've right.
Window. There's 2 stone. I spawned on rocks. Stone. He's well weak. Insight.
I spawned here with you guys. I'm seeing well. One shot well. Nice.
Joe.
Just the Ravens online, man. It's the Ravens online. No, it's the, I'm right. The jersey's getting
two main.
We weren't blocking, by the way. They could have spawned behind us.
Yeah, I'm thinking main. They did.
Yeah, they did.
I'm coming to
I'm playing
the square.
I'm gonna new summer, okay?
Yeah, I mean, Yep.
He's my street. He's gonna be closer on me. Playing for the guy street, okay?
One first guy.
Running at me, street. He's one shot on the left side of track.
Yep, dead. Oh no, check.
Shack, one shot inside.
Bad news there.
Off old, CleanX dead.
I spawned in the back. He's milk chuck. Joe milk chuck. Nice. I'm spawning shooting you. Stay down.
I got all of you right, Logan.
Pick up
I
stone.
have
a trophy near you guys. Pick up stone, Lou.
Yeah, I'm picking up the left right here. Right.
The jersey's on.
Dive your left.
Chips.
I can help you, Lou, if you need it.
I got street. Yo, he's bomb square.
We're here. It's fine. Everything's fine. Look, the jersey's on now. Everything's fine.
On your left, he's on the back.
Skadoosh.
There's two in there.
I got needed here. Let's go start. I'm dead. I know top window.
Get beat.
Window time.
Told you it was the jersey. Everyone relax. I just had to go unjuju this.
I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
be 2, okay?
I'm gonna save it for rocks, okay? We should play through this. We should play through this. I got needed.
I think one thing we try to
It's
keep
fine,
on
it's
after
fine.
a team change is how the comms sound. Solid, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Standy sounds great. I think he's got a bit of a different mic. It sounds the top quality, but you can hear his voice just very calm, cool, collected, and yeah, I mean, a great first set for them. I think they pretty much out-rotated Toronto to every single hill. So
Need Yule, we need a Yule.
Slaying-wise,
What jersey was I wearing before that? The South Korea
but they didn't win
away
a
jersey.
single rotation, so it just have to be better here.
We'll
Skadoosh.
see that starts right now. Get Kleenex
Craven.
in positions, inside looking over as he pops a double for you. Kips is carried over 4 from that triple he popped to really set them up inside of that P5. Kips trying to continue on the streak. He's going to get cut down, so no opening for him to maybe play the flip. Kleenex
Nice,
still
dude.
doing damage though from the point. Finally traded out. Standy changed that into a double. There was still 30 seconds remaining here with the 40-point lead. You'll take just about whatever you can get. Keep an eye on spawns now, but Joe Deceives kind of in behind enemy lines. They want to worry about the hard point, but also
this, Joe.
worry
I
about
like
Joe
this.
Deceives. It looks like the spawns for Koi for the most part still coming in top left. So
We get
nobody
PCs
getting
from them,
blessed.
yes.
Maybe the
or
spawn
no.
near Joe Deceives.
The
He's going
guy
to be on
that
the
we
island
can
for now, but
use,
everyone
or
racing
the guys
across
get to
P5
use
to
or
get to him.
whatever.
Yeah, Exceed and Lurks are trying to hunt him down. They're still playing a little bit of hide and go seek, but you pretty much have a 4-on-4 for this P2 rotation. Everybody in the back for Carolina outside of fire, but he is on his way, and here we go. There's a fight from inside the hard point. Standy's going to open things up, and now you have the numbers. Now you have to go if you're Ravens.
And they're going to go find a player from Old gets involved, and it's nearly perfect. I mean, you lose Standy, but that's about it. That is beautifully done. The patience was there, and well, maybe that's why you get Standy here. An opening pick like that. The first domino always crucial.
Yeah, and that started from, I mean, we were on board with Joe Deceives, and we saw he was going back and forth from that backdoor at P1, and he's trying to distract those guys to overstep.
Killed him with a stun, by the way.
Lurks in company, they stayed very patient, waited for one another. Then when they grouped up, they hunted down
The Ravens online, man. It's the Ravens online. I should have took the Ravens over online.
Lead. You imagine Koi are going to make
They just
a
beat
run
LAT
for points,
online.
On a map like this.
Fine, rotate.
Maybe it's going to
Nice.
happen here at 3.
Everything's
They're gonna
fine,
have the early
everything's
rotation,
fine.
But there's still 10 seconds or so remaining, so a chance.
Full 60
maybe
here,
for
we're good.
Ravens to fan out a bit, but look how far pushed out Koi are right now. They've got a ton of mid-map presence. These next gunfights are going to prove crucial. Once again, Standy's going to get you one, and that could end up being the first domino again.
They should at least get a safe spot. No, I think just due to Exceed's position, got so far forward, but 2 for 2 for now. Yeah, you're inside if you are Ravens, and it's Lurks again who finds it.
Lurks is going fucking
does not
nuts.
matter who is on this guy's squad, still making plays.
And I think still that's a big part of that Standy. Like, he gets that first kill, creates the chaos, and yes, I mean, Lurks popping a triple from the point is going to be the massive
No, but it
play,
backs everybody up. Yeah,
no,
on the Koi side.
Why am I not playing?
They're in.
Because
They're
I
about
would
to
be
get over
getting
that 200
fucking
point
world
mark,
starred.
About 50 away from the dub. It has been dominant so far. Exceed in position, hold the line.
Yeah, and here's the key. You have a Hellstorm on Exceed, and we're going to a P4 where I think you just fight for the scrap time, and you pretty much say, I have a Hellstorm.
Bro, do you know how I said earlier?
And you're hoping, I think,
that,
with
like,
the change still at Fire,
every
who is
day
solid
that
for them in
looks like a
respawns,
3-0
remains that,
is
and he
never
right
a
now.
3-0.
It was in
Remember when I
Search,
said
he
that?
really struggled. We'll see if Standy can be a difference in Search, because I don't know. I feel like they relied a lot on Craze sometimes to make plays.
Yeah, was Exceed's his sniper or him or Craze, like kind of opening things up.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Den, because I feel like he's cast them a lot on Den, but still, just in general, it relied on him to make a play.
Oh, it's going to be a 3-0. Okay, you guys are
tucked
creeps.
away for Koi, trying to avoid it. They're going to have to mount a massive comeback here to bring it back. If it's going to happen, maybe it starts now. They get the kills after the streak. That's already been exhausted. They'll have numbers around the point as they hunt down Fire for the trade. Not a lot of pressure towards the hard
What
point.
event was that
they
for?
get all this time.
I can't remember which event that was
The
for.
good thing is you're on Saki, so you
Messi?
have a good opportunity to chain together hard points. This is the moment of truth, though. You're down 2 players. Everybody coming off the spawn, spawning out, and well, you're going to get bullied.
We have a
out.
pinch. We have a pinch.
It's a good thing, yes, but it's a bad thing when you're just not winning simple gunfights where guys like Joe, okay, well, it's not the simple ones that he's winning out, but it just feels like, yeah, I don't know. They're not quite warmed up right now on the Koi side, where on the other side, Ravens, again, playing with desperation.
Yeah,
And
they are
that's a
out for
big thing,
one
too,
life,
like
Ian,
Koi,
mate.
you know, back-to-back top 4s. No pressure on them when you talk about getting to champs. All the pressure on Ravens. You said down, 70 points? They need a good qualifier, a good minor, a good major 4. If they're going to have any opportunity, but they
I didn't
absolutely
even
need to
do
close out this
pick'ems
map
today.
on this 13
Holy
needed
shit.
To shut it down. But don't count out Koi. If they get hot, I mean, yes, it was not winning easy fights, but they didn't have a lot of easy fights due to rarely having a road out. They're going to have it here and see what they can do with it. Don't let Lurks pop a multi. But she has
This
done
Lurk's
some
tie
times
is just the
throughout. He's going to
greatest,
get a double
apparently.
for you there, and that's going to be pressure to the point. Look as they all hunt together. Getting ready to flock them through, waiting for the nades to hit. Timing was there, I thought, but maybe a nade does connect or just sets up.
Em, shut the
for
fuck
shots
up.
Over the top of Joe Deceives.
Well, and I mean, that was your timing. The timing was correct from Carolina because there were 1 or 2 players in Insight, and I think Joe coming off a spawn where they thought someone was
Very
going
winnable.
all the way around. So there was just 1 player on the hill. That's when you wanted to go.
Very winnable.
But everybody gets there. CleanX now playing his life, and you are still alive if you are Koi.
Still alive, just the question is, you go down a little bit too much early on. Not enough time here to close it out for Ravens, but they'll get, what, 5 or 6 seconds off the tail end of that. For Koi, desperation. You got to fight, you got to get towards P1.
Very winnable.
Every fight outside of that one. I think Joe Deceives thought he had that, but needed 1 more bullet to close it out. They're in. They're still battling. Pressure on Ravens now to make a play.
Very winnable.
Yeah, you gotta wait for each other jumping off a spawn. Standing will get you 1 to buy some room, but yeah, you're just going 1 by 1 right
Very
now,
winnable.
man, while you're getting picked apart. This when you're a newer team, you just have to wait for each other, especially on a map like this. Well, who's gonna slow things down? It's gonna be Fire, who gets you 2. That allows Standing
Because I
to
just
take
see
the
this, I see this stupid fucking prick in my face in the chat.
He's the last guy up. The fact
This
he walks away
stupid
with
prick.
2 for
You lost these guys online before the major. 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 You fucking idiot. You idiot. You idiot. What do you mean Ravens? What do you mean Ravens? What do you mean Ravens? What do you mean Ravens?
Listen, this is a team at least.
You lost to these guys. You fucking helmet.
The question wasn't about their online performances early in the year, especially with
Bro,
Exceed
it's
joined. They were
Ravens
getting a lot of,
online. They're
online
prime
messages.
optic.
When are they
They're
gonna get the dubs
fucking
online?
optic on a
They need
burner.
at the very
They're
least
optic
to
on
be
a burner
versus you have
online.
to,
Oh
I mean,
my
go close to
god.
perfect throughout this qualifier.
I need
You
to 2
have
times
an
apparently.
Insane minor 2. But this would be one of your toughest matches over this stretch. That'd be an amazing way to walk away with it.
I need to fucking.
You get a solid performance on Fire, Standing Exceed, a ton of time to earn that Hellstorm. It's just a solid team.
I need to 2 times.
First 4 hills, I think they win every single rotation.
I'm trying to remember just so single thing yesterday. I swear to God, they were either in the
Bro, Maravilla, it's the Koi way.
either the hardest or the easiest.
It's the Koi way. We know
Go through
this.
some of the highlights now as we get ready. Koi maybe came alive a little too slow. There's a little bit of honeymoon period here for Ravens, but you like what you heard from Sandy's Toms in a couple situations where they went ahead.
We know this. It's the Ravens way. We do it the hard way. The Ravens way, though, the Koi way. We do it the hard way. Not the Ravens way, the Koi way.
Yeah, it was just sort of the question around the sub duo. That's what we're gonna lock in on, and this is a map that played well for them. But yeah, you could just sort of see Lurks taking space, taking those routes, being quick, and then Standy finding the openings.
Why hasn't any top team picked up
Just right from
Lurks?
the get-go. But
Because the
just
Ravens
solid
organization
team effort. I think they're on
wants to
Carolina.
charge
S&D test. It was
100k to buy Lurks out, and then won't spend 2k on a buyout.
Well, his Sunday was insane.
Yes, no, this past major.
Sam sent me
the
here
box
to
was better than
laugh.
Bullshit. Like, he was absolutely flying.
I mean, they are an exposure overload fiesta away
Got
from
it.
being
Tell that guy to go
final.
fuck himself.
They probably should have won that Versace, but
That might have been the craziest map.
yeah.
The map of the tournament. That was
Everything's
a wild
fine. Everyone
Fact
relax.
is, though, Ravens close it out.
Everyone
ends up being, what,
relax.
a 70-point victory. They got out to an early lead. Exceed was fired up. We liked what we heard in the
It's
listening
just
as well.
online Ravens, mate. And
And it was
relax.
just a slow start for several core players, but you can put a lot of, as you said,
It's the Ravens
it might not be guns
online.
hot. It's just when you're not winning rotation. Yeah, it's just a lot of difficult gunfights.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was a vet.
Why are we blue?
For a long time. Like, dude, sometimes you just need to get your ass kicked a bit. Map number 1, just kind of get you locked back in.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses.
Yeah,
for
Obi,
them,
I
but
mean, we-
listen, we're all humans. It happens, so I'll give them a map. We'll see
Obi, we
what
should have
happens.
known, bro. We should have
And,
fucking
listen, we don't
known.
know. Top 3 might not be their highest ceiling. It kind of feels like it could be just with how tough. I think the only reason we're saying maybe it's not is because they went to final
And
this time.
it's
but with the
online,
way
bro.
things are
It's online.
looking, Faves have made it every Sunday.
These guys go to an event and get top 12. I don't
Optic,
know.
obviously, like
I don't
it
know.
might be just good for them this year. And I don't mean that as like a negative. It's just there's a lot of
It's hard to win. It's hard to win.
Well,
Yeah.
as Optic have learned very much this year.
Yeah.
It is very, very
Fish
difficult
all
to win in
reaching
this
new
league,
levels
and,
of doo-doo
we'll see. Maybe Koi
poo-poo.
will sneak one away,
LAT lost to these
they're
people.
going to have to first
2
win this
weeks ago.
series. Down 0-1. They'll try to bring it back to the search and destroy. I think for S&D, for us mostly, I kind of want to see what it looks like for this Ravens team. Because when Fire came in,
I'll take the online dope. I'm hearing that.
I mean, I remember we
I'm
captured
hearing
the
that.
first
Hey,
3
you gotta take
searches
some
for
dope.
him.
as a
Not being
Ravens fan.
comfortable.
He
Fuck
might
me.
have 2 or 3 kills combined, and obviously that improved, but still the search wasn't
Fuck
their best
me.
bow by any stretch. We'll see what Standy does for them here.
Yeah, I just think when you look at sort of Carolina on the year, there were like 2 search and destroy
New lows,
points.
Danny,
There were
new
like 2
lows.
talking points. There was Exceed Sniper,
Yeah.
and then like Craze
hear you
running through
earlier.
smokes.
Yeah, getting first bloods for you.
Yeah, so just as a team, production has to go up.
I mean, a little. It kind of depends on
We'll
where
see
you
if
are.
that
to be honest.
starts, and
Like, I
you know, with
reduced
the
mine.
team change, it's probably gonna be a work in progress in the search and destroy. Hardpoint will click a little bit quicker, more than likely, and while it did at least in that map 1. The boys in purple now try to talk things through and bounce back. It's a match, obviously.
It's
everyone
fine.
thinks they're
We've
going
got what,
to win, one that
Fringe now?
they should win.
Fringe
but,
S&D's are locked for us.
You know, I said I hope whatever happened in their little.
Yeah, I mean,
in those couple weeks leading into this, with a potential, maybe they were going to change, maybe they weren't.
from a camera, I don't know if the flu's in the room. It could be, but if you look at these 4 cameras, I think they had a long week.
Yeah,
I'm being serious.
Why is Merc being
We're
weird
taking a
now?
look.
It is not the vibey Koi crew that we know.
Why is Merc
could
getting
be
weird?
down-
M's
so,
fuck off.
Who knows? Flu. Someone could be sick, or it could be with like the team change and stuff. The rumors. If that.
Now I'm seeing a smirk, but that shot of like them for that time was just like.
Well,
Why is he
maybe
why is
there's
he getting
some
creepy
awesome
for?
after These guys, what are we doing? But a stat for the most plants, Joe Deceives, he's got you the most. We'll see if he can take advantage here and how they're going to do in the post plant. You know, part of me is sad Plaza's gone. Plaza was horrendous.
It was awful.
But I think just that one cast we had.
JB,
the
what do you
one
mean
night,
looking for 2
what,
egos? You can't
Bravo
get one,
stream
mate.
on Saturday at the majors.
Why don't I
one of the
play it?
funniest maps I've ever cast.
Fuck
Did
that.
you too?
Yeah, Optic
Puppies
G2
are in,
Friday
puppies
night.
are in.
Was Friday night or Saturday night? Friday night? Well, whatever. One of those
Predictions are up.
nights. Some of the most fun
If you
I've
want to
had
get points on.
So, part of me will miss it, Shell. But it was not good.
That map will live.
In infamy?
Yeah, well, especially that one in particular. We'll download that one, make sure we keep it.
No, that one was special.
But I'm very happy to have Hasi in the back.
Yeah, no,
Prediction
no,
are up.
It's just a solid all-around map.
It's fine. Relax.
We'll
It's
see in
just
2
the
out of our
Ravens
3 game
online.
modes.
It's the Ravens
I
online.
see their
We're
S&D
fine.
ranks in stage 3, and yeah, I mean,
Predictions up, Pete. So you want to get points up?
that was the one thing you saw in the respawns. Like Fire had immediate.
We're here
impact.
for it.
You just didn't see it in Search and Destroy. So we'll see if he got a little bit more comfortable. This was one of the first maps we casted when he came into. I think he ended up with like 1. He could not get anything going.
Skadoosh.
See if the change here with Standy is going to provide
Yeah, I
any
mean,
differences for them.
last stage for Carolina, you were 9-7 in hardpoint, but then you were just awful in 2-3-5. So like you were competitive in maps 1 and 4, but it was the others that you struggled.
And there was a
Sorry,
stretch,
Gunbarrel.
you know, I
Yeah.
think pre-fire where their overload was really, really solid. Need to get back to that at least. Like, you can't just be good at hardpoint. Like, you can be a weakish search team, sure, if the other respawns are good, but not just one. Exceed. We'll find you the blood with the pick. Joe Deceives, the plant master.
Get this down for 10, no?
Thinking he has a timing to get this down. That will be the case. Raven's not throwing anything away. They're happy to play the 4v3 retake, which I'm sure you're happy to see. Insight gets eyes on one for a second, wants to bring the numbers back, but never really give it a chance there.
Yeah, you have 2 choices. Either run at this guy or you let him be. Well, but he does get the info. It's not the smoke cross.
He
that
gets
you
all the
wanted.
info. He's got info on 3.
Joe and Kleenex are going to be ready for this. The problem is, though, at some point you have to check
Wow,
the bomb,
what a
and in
nade.
round number 1, no trophy's going to be available. So all the utility going to land, and now it is all down to Insight.
And he has got a legion of players in front of him.
Oh!
Good damage. He's not going to be able to pull that out, but yeah, if Insight could have maybe got the snipe, hit 1 across mid, or got maybe the Trax player if he got scoped in time. Some awkward timings.
Right,
where
if
maybe
he
would've
took
been
him-
able to get
if
you
he
one, which would've made
assassinated
that
him,
far more
holy
winnable. Like you
shit.
said, he got the information, but I think he just had to get a kill
Ninja
there for him to
cinema.
really have a chance. And well, no trophies doesn't help either. Standy rips one with an aid.
Sandy
So
ever
they
play
two
in the
round
league
on
after he got
64
dropped there?
damage.
Sandy's been on a lot of teams. Sandy's been on.
I don't know what just happened there with his character.
What team's Sandy been on, chat? He's been on
Around.
Paris, was on
Here's the first
Rocker,
one.
Yeah, here's that
Ravens.
Oh, well, that's the slowest peak I've ever seen. And, well, I guess you're just hoping a sniper's not holding that angle. He was. Then
No,
the
he's
circus
after
at the tail
Toronto,
end of
though.
it. All right, so good for Ravens. Good job
After
playing behind the first blood.
Hello.
Now we're going to look at what they're going to
Dave's
show
been,
us
Dave's
here
been
offensively.
stupendous, Evasive, mate. Been stupendous. Is it Ultra? Ah, got it.
All right.
I see. Gets you a blood again. Well, he's making it easy for him early on.
Please
Yeah,
don't push
that's
your
it.
10. Please don't push your 10.
No
Please
big
don't push your
test
10.
for this squad to start. That is, well, that was the winning formula when they were doing solid and search and destroy. Well, his sniper's hitting now.
Running through him. Kleenex last up. Legion in front of him, similar to Insight's.
No,
POV
don't
on
get
the other
nervous.
Side, but, well, It might be a game of avoid the sniper right now. Joe Deceives is like, what the hell is happening here?
No, they all look like they just woke up, right? I'm not like.
Yeah.
I don't get
Look at
nervous.
the Tams too much, but this is always a vibey team.
I'm usually the one that brings up body language and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little bit shaky.
Normally a very vibey team, but again, maybe, I don't know. Flu's in the building.
They fed him like some bad turkey or tuna salad.
Wait, what
yeah,
is
they're
Caden ripping the pen between
Mistakes.
fucking
It's
rounds,
coming out
by
of
the
both
way?
holes. Fact is, they got to turn around. They got to turn around here quickly.
Like I said, I give him a map. Map 2's not looking great.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
He's just ripping the Benjamin.
Gonna get aggressive towards A again. This time they at least avoid the sniper early. That'll be number one, which we'll hop to his POV. A couple of dead slides, I think, for Exceeds. He's trying to get into position. Hoping to maybe isolate. Insight on one side of this. That's an elbow that's a little bit too large. Another
Fucking
first
hell.
blood for
Kane Exceed has shot 4 bullets out of his gun, by the way.
This guy's getting whatever he wants on the map. The first time you're able to bring it back in numbers that will at least even it up for
I'm having a great time.
Great, appreciate the primer, man.
They did not. So Standy was starting to track back. So now with 2 versus 2, 18 seconds, you have to go if you're Ravens. So split up.
We're back. We're so back.
you
We're
get
so
the
back.
first
We're so
blood, but
back.
you
We're
don't
so
turn it
back.
into a round win.
Relax, relax. Everything's fine.
I mean, big one for Koi. Sure,
Script,
you can't
appreciate the
rely on
prime,
that to
man.
get the
Thank
dub.
you, man.
They're gonna need to get some kills early.
Thank you,
Kleenex
man.
got the big one to bring it back into a 3 versus 3, and then Insight with the final 2.
Yeah, they're just buying so much time just inside. It's obviously a tough retake inside of A, but they're playing for it.
Making
They just couldn't
Exceed
track
look
inside.
like
Looked like, yeah, they were
BO4
looking for him
Dashi.
on the flank, but
Okay.
he went into the tracks, and his
Got
teammates
it.
locked it down.
Good route, pays off.
Heard you.
And despite how lopsided this search has felt,
It's 2-1.
yeah, it's just 2-1. I think it's just you had what, like 2 kills through the first 2. Like, yeah, it did not bode well.
We're not done with
Fire's
it.
angle because
I was gonna say.
looked like some defensive.
I was
pressure.
relaxed.
I mean, there was over towards A, but they're not going to push their
I
luck
was
too much further.
all good, mate.
Exceed
Online
just
Ravens.
holding the window peak for now. Checking top arm for maybe an angle there as well.
It's never a 3-0 in this league, is what I've realized. For some reason,
honestly, it feels like they've
no
gotten
one gets
picks so
3-0'd in this
successfully
shit.
off of Exceed. It's almost like, let's just wait till one happens.
Yeah, they just really slowed it down. Tried to force something. And I think Koi, you just kind of saw them just try to find any info. That's when the nades and the stuns were coming.
I mean, they've got 30 seconds. They've got to start going somewhere.
But I mean, you're waiting until 30 seconds. Kleenex is your key guy. He's into your lurk spot, and well, he's gonna find all of the info.
He got one.
Only gets one since all 4 players are here.
Well, it's a good thing he got one. At least. I thought he was gonna get 2 or 3, and then it fell apart. There's one more guy trailing, so Pig by Fire.
They
at
need
least
to get the bomb down.
Get the kill and make sure it doesn't completely break up the round. Kips can't win his one-on-one. Insight will win his.
Nice,
Joe
huge.
Deceives in trouble.
Huge,
Louis
boys.
McDowell, player is weak trackside, and Joe Deceives finishes it up. So a wacky finish there leads to a 2-2 scoreline.
I like.
Well, you just waited till the last second, and at some point, someone has to get on that bomb, and the timing was
Oh, it's the inflation chalk card gifted,
for Koi
Elena.
when they
Tough.
go to check that. But all
I
the
think
info
you may
gained
have
by
just done
Kleenex
enough,
and
Elena. I don't know,
very
though.
Close. But Joe Deceives able to find Exceed, and then I assume
think he
Fire,
may have
it's
just-
either a team shot or he's weak before
Maybe.
that.
So
Yeah,
you've done a few.
Yeah, I
You've done like
imagine
a
he was
few
weak, so it
gifted.
didn't seem
Yeah.
like too many bullets
No,
from
I
Joe
mean, just a
Deceives,
little
but he
bit.
gets that all down on 33 HP himself. So
Just a tiny bit.
maybe now waking Joe Deceives up a little bit as they take back-to-back rounds. And yeah, no, that literally felt like, let's
we're
wait for
banging.
Exceed to get a pick, and he didn't. And yeah, by the time they're going, there's 30 seconds remaining. We'll see if anything changes up. But
Are we
that's
gonna check
how I
this
do votes
corner or
Koi.
not?
All right, just don't give it to him. Finally, after
Bang!
coming through for
I told
Koi,
you, just
Kips.
let the boys warm up
The kill
a
on
bit
fire,
here,
Lurks
gentlemen.
melted immediately after that, and well, strong arm your way on to B.
Yeah, I mean, Lurks was lurching, but I mean, you're just gonna check that corner. You throw the shoulder,
Just
the
let
omni
the boys
movement, and
cook.
Joe Deceives is gonna find you, but that was kind of your one playmaker. Over towards the B site was Lurks. Now it's down to Exceed, and yeah, so much work to do.
Well, Kleenex clotheslines him, doesn't even give him a chance to maybe hit the flick. Stun will connect, so Standy's position given up, and they'll hunt him down.
Bang!
Clean
Come on,
and
then.
clinical there out of Koi.
And this
Come
is a
on,
problem.
then.
When Exceed Sniper is hitting, he's finding the first bloods. Search looks great. When it starts to disappear a little
We're
bit,
here now.
teams play away from it. They just try to spot him, go to other bomb sites. this is what it looks like.
Well, I think we've seen the Koi adjustments to deal with the sniper. What do you try to adjust? Just can't have sniper out every round.
Try to mix it up.
Oh.
Move him around if that's
Yo,
what you want to
Lurk's
play
just
off
got
of.
fucking bullshitted.
But yeah, new team.
Where can
So
I
it's
get
gonna
the
take
Koi
time to
player
adjust
jersey?
if you are Carolina. Just all getting on that same page again.
TorontoKoi.gg. Elena, thank you. That's a great plug. A great plug. Superb plug.
Similar to a couple of rounds ago, they're going to take a lot of space defensively on A. We're watching the POVs they push. This is where they stopped it last time. This time looks like they want to go. Maybe isolate, fire in the back line. Look at everyone turning to try and deal with this, and yeah, you'll take it.
No, I expect a third.
2 for 1. Can Kleenex get anything? No, it's just a swarm into them. Similar to the round 1, it's Insight.
Bagging up
versus
Tin should be
basically the full
GA'd.
roster.
And I'm going to assume that is a strat maybe Troy showed at the major, but you've been ready for it. If you are Ravens. I mean, we've seen teams just send a couple of players every now and then through Tin just to send. Yeah, just go for it.
I mean, Fire's all the way back siloed.
Yeah, just two offensive
Banging
rounds
Tin
in a
should
row
be
now.
GA.
So
GA
and they knew Koi was
GA
gonna do
that
at some
strat.
point.
They've been playing it so passive. It wasn't hard to back up and help. Like you had the whole team rotating so fast. Insight not able to win the first. That's
GA
the
that
NPC to his
strat.
forehead. He will drop. So
Just feels like the only reason you should be like double sending through Tin is as soon as you have like info tracks in barn. And I mean that was so early in the round, you just never did. So that's just a blind gamble.
yeah, I
Andy
guess the only
Gunn's
positive
officially
is
gone, but
keep
that
them
was
honest
so
there. Like,
quick,
They're
you
going
know?
to keep a player.
Joe
out.
Duncan
Duncan with a
time.
prime.
Option.
Appreciate the 51 months, man.
But
We
yeah, I
look
mean, hit
great,
something with no
Joe.
info.
We
You don't
love
know
a
if you're being
prime.
lulled
We
into a
love a
trap,
prime to
which
the
is
channel. If anyone's got a spare
basically
prime
what just
kicking around,
happened.
you know what I mean? We love a prime.
But maybe you just think on the other side, like, they're wary of that. If their snipe's not hitting, we're just going to bleed a minute off the clock. We'll see what
We
happens
love a prime.
on the flip then. Exceed sees one for a second.
Great business from the
Not
two.
able to
Great
connect.
business. We check these
Standing
corners, right?
one with the trophy here.
That's it. Become down him and his trophies. On little backup though from Lurks. But
Nice,
it's all about the
nice.
shoulders and while Kleenex James they find that kills
Nice,
and you are
nice.
dead if you're a seed.
And that is how fast
Ollie,
that
Ollie,
can
Ollie.
fall apart.
Fuck off.
All onto Fire now.
Right, it just can't be worse, Ollie. The season can't get worse, right?
Nothing he can do.
Arsenal
That
with the
window
lead
got
are in the
torched.
final of the Champions
Sure
League.
did.
And
But no, that's just, yeah.
Spurs stay up.
You saw I think how tough
it's
that
only
position
way
came
it gets
from
worse
Sandy, like just the shoulders.
is if
and how
Arsenal win the
insane
Champions
that
League.
looked.
Then
He's
my
up there, and
then
it's
my
just a
year
little
is
second,
my
it's
year
all
is
back.
just
Well, I think that's why
get me out.
You've seen them
Go next.
retake it, right? Just sort of give it up.
fucking go next.
And what we're gonna see this
Yeah.
snipe. I just missed it. Bad timing.
Yeah, he had just an opportunity there to maybe connect on it, not able to do it. And then they just get
Matt one
swarmed.
scored 251.70. Nope.
So yeah, it's looked good when he's found that opening snipe. It's not looks good when he hasn't.
And Joe's still putting them down, by the way. He's got 4 plants.
And they're gonna, yeah, I
Good
was gonna say that last round,
boy.
patent them stats.
They just got it.
So this time they do leave it wide open, so there would have been a moment here. If you were going to push it immediately on the flank, it could have been a very, very fast flank. Inside just can't die there. He's the one player on the offside.
Look
Everybody
at
else
that
out
gun.
of the play.
And I don't think he thinks he's gonna die there. He's just jumping for info, and I think it's just all headshots
Yeah.
from Standy.
Yeah, he gets smoked. Bomb has not been planted yet, though. Exceed, we're on his POV. He's backed up to deal with the push through. That's going to be Kips. That's going to do it.
Nice.
Kips
Good
wins that
trade, Matt,
one-on-one. Now this becomes a very winnable round because you're just going to get choked out. Ravens have got to watch both sides. Pressure coming. You got to pick a side
Nice,
and go.
David.
They try to do it, but Kleenex is able to deal with it. I thought maybe they're going to ISO the one player and Kips on the other end of it, but they try to send it forward into a 2 versus 2 now. And while it seems to be
for
working
Kippy?
out,
Yeah, you
all
have,
on Kips now.
you have a choice. Run it Kips or take the 3 versus 2 on the other side. And it was a scary 3-on-2. But Kips is still alive now. 30 seconds. Again, Carolina, they have taken their time
He knows where
with
both
these
are.
plans. There is the info on the Kips. But at some point, you're going to have to go.
Did you see him?
Oh, he got spotted.
I thought maybe he saw him as he slid through, but they're gonna know they have bomb wide open to get the plant down. So 1v2 for the retake. Plant gets away clean. Kips can't quite find the timing he's gonna hope for. Tries to hit a little cheeky pre-fire, but nobody home. He's got to rip somebody.
Yeah, if not both of them.
So that's time.
Down to 19 HP, nowhere to go. Still a little bit of time to work with. A chance to get back full and take another fight.
Keep shooting.
Solid damage in. That's your chance. That's your chance to chow the other player. But good job in the 2 versus 1. Carolina just not really giving it much of a
The
chance.
fact that Jamie died top bar like that to that
And yeah,
fucking
you had to take the
sub is
3-on-2 or
a
you
joke.
backed up and find tips. But
a
if,
Once they lost the first player, I was like, oh god.
yeah, if you back all the way up and tips is gone, you just waste so much time. That allows him to get into a 3-on-3 position, so they just run forward. And it did get a little hairy. Like it felt like Kleenex was
Stinks
making
for around
plays.
11
They were
done it.
staying alive
It
back
fucking
barn.
reeks of it,
Yeah, I
mate.
had
They
to
finally
watch-
catch those
it
players.
Yeah, I'd have
stinks
to
of
watch
it.
it again and see how, like, after Kleenex got one,
It stinks.
that's
of
all
it.
they got. Because it would have been pretty much even numbers. Then again, you probably have a weak player in Kleenex, obviously. It becomes a little bit trickier. 4-4. It's all out for Koi. Over towards B. You got some help through the street. There's a very quick rotation coming in from the A side. So everyone grouped up barn and back barn. Kind of out of the play for now will be Insight. He's worried about somebody maybe pushing through. You already lose a player, so Insight's going to have to get involved maybe a little earlier than he'd
Ned.
like. And he's going to have a tough one-on-one because you've got barn window. I believe that's Exceed that got top.
I have to check bomb, right? So Kleenex, he throws it. Man, you just took so much space if you were Carolina. You were so fast on that rotation. Well, Inside had to watch the flank, and yeah, they stay
I
alive
don't know
barn.
what we just
They wrap all the way through, and they're able to find that first kill on a Joe.
Yeah, when I said against that side of the play, I don't mean like a negative
I
way.
don't
Like,
know
he's
what
worried. He's
the
watching
fuck
the
he
flank.
just
watch flank.
He's watching the flank. I'm just saying that because we are omniscient and we see that they are all four
No,
group.
they
in
weren't
barn.
slow with the
quick
plant.
there.
We just
And that's what's so tough. Like this has been a conversation in hardpoint. Well, really in every
Big
mode.
comeback.
Like, just the pace
True.
of this game. Like,
Snappy. We're
you
now
wanna
going to come
play,
back and
like,
win.
In typical,
Type shit.
I don't know, like
Type
old school
shit.
COD. Like, you want to have someone picking up every lane. You don't want there to be a gap. But sometimes like you have a gap picked up and they just 4-hit it. And it's like, okay, well now we're in a 3v4 and we get smoked.
It's the Koi way. We never win easy. We never win an easy way.
So it's not that he was like making the wrong play.
The Koi way. The Ultra way. Never an
Hey,
easy
the
win.
fact they all take barn, like,
I've been here for
I mean,
18 months,
Insight's
mate.
in
I don't think it's
a
ever
real
been an
tough
easy
situation.
series
You
win.
can't really push
Ever.
up mid and chow barn window. Ravens though round away from shocking us early. They'd be up.
Never
2-0.
been the easy way, ever.
It's so funny. Like, you have 5 plants for Joe Deceives. You got 1 plant on the other side. Get it done through the kills. Exceed. You know, well, we're not talking about they need to make
Blame
some
the ref. I'll
adjustments.
blame someone. I'll blame someone.
And while
Online
Warriors a little
cheese.
stagnant behind the sniper, we saw the exact opposite.
It's online cheese.
Really, offensively and defensively, showing a little more presence.
Yeah, their offensives, they have played very slow, just like this. The first 30 seconds, it's just not getting naded. We'll see if Exceed can find anything. If not, see if we can find someone overstepping it. Now it is go time with 40 seconds to plant.
Yeah, it's like just play. Don't get picked. Don't scam. Play for info. Win a one-on-one.
Or
Or
let's
just
get.
take down 2.
Yeah.
Thinks he has to reload. Gets back up. We're gonna lose his teammate though. Good damage in. They'll slide out. Chow. Now it's gonna be all inside.
Or
He's
let's
gonna
get
be
blooded.
dropped. Ravens take it 6-4.
Holy fuck.
And well, all right. Liking what we're seeing. out of this new
Holy
squad.
fuck.
Fire looks improved in Search and Destroy. Standy's making some plays for you. Exceed Snipe is still hitting, and
Maven goes,
They're up
don't get
2-0.
blooded.
Yeah, I mean,
And
honestly,
Tips
just a
dies
solid
within
game plan, I think, from
0.3 of a
Carolina. The way
second,
they played
actually.
that, they were all on the same page. I
Oh
mean,
my
you saw
god,
them
I'm just so
overcome,
sick of this
keeping
guy in my
forward
fucking
after
eyes.
Exceed slowed down, but they started
Oh
improving.
my
CC
god.
there with 4 first
Oh,
bloods.
he's
A lot
got
of
the
those were
worst
early, a
mustache
lot
I've
of
ever
first deaths.
seen.
Yeah, on the side of Koi.
Oh
they
my
like 4 straight,
god.
3 straight to start it off.
Yeah, just nice adjustments, being on the same page.
Got the
Offensively,
worst
very
mustache I've
sort of
ever
slow,
seen in my life.
patient.
I've ever seen.
And
I've
it's
ever
worked out
seen.
so far.
I feel
I've
like they've
ever
done their
fucking
homework a
seen.
little
It's
bit
fine
this year
reverse
after the
sweep.
matchup as well. And listen, there is part of this to say. I'm not saying you should ever take like online matches and
Wait,
CDL
Gridlock
points
into a
lightly,
den,
but
into a raid?
yes, you are coming off a 3rd place finish for
starts
Koi,
with
and
1.
This is a team in Ravens that is fighting for their lives. I mean, we talk about the players. Kind of
It
fighting
starts
for
with
their
1.
lives in
It
this
starts with
league,
1. It starts with 1.
Fighting for maybe a chance in the top 8 at champs. They certainly
Just
have more to play
online,
for, and
right?
just the human nature of it. Like
My
they're
team
coming
just
out
doesn't
and they're-
like
they're
online
on fire.
COD. It is what
They're
it
on
is.
fire, and yeah, just not sure what's
It
going
is what
on
it is.
on the Koi camp.
Yeah, we'll see if.
No,
It's
see,
online
Body
COD.
language, did not look good. Koi
It's
in
online
trouble
COD.
here
Who
early.
cares,
So
really?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Who cares? It's online COD. Like, Ravens get top 12 at every event. Like, who cares? Who cares? Hey, Octane viewer here. The joy your ass. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I should have known it was going to go bad when Joe was getting world starred by plat players earlier.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup this summer. Scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Maybe that's when I should have known it was cooked.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
That was me. Oh, that was me that did it. Got it.
Monster Energy, the official energy
Got
drink
it.
of the
Somehow my
CDL.
fault.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the
Somehow
special
my fault.
operators who work in the shadows.
He was not playing with me. He was playing on my setup. You buy Koi team car yet? Falcons, you buy me car. How about that? How about that? It's fine, everyone. I'm rich. If I'm rich, you're Jeff Bezos. It's fine. First reverse sweep of the year.
They're gonna jump on that tank or something. Oh my god, good nade.
One shot. Go, 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 go. Are here.
Oh no.
Oh my god, you gotta go forward. You gotta go forward.
Gadkin gets blooded less than Kips in S&D. What world am I in?
What
Got
in
it.
the world have they just done?
Am I tweaking?
Nah, what?
We're good at overload. Okay, so here's the issue. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, my bad, bro. He's absolutely on me. He's running. He's running.
What the fuck is that?
I grabbed him.
Yeah, he took me again, bro. He's weak to an 8 though.
He's outer tower. What's the top light? Slide.
Someone's gotta be trolling me. Someone in that studio is trying to fuck with me.
It's gonna be a play over towards tunnel.
Don't mind this. This is a good play.
Making the play. Phaser all
Him just made the play.
Long range shots are good for 6.
FaZe is gonna lose.
FaZe has lost. Hell! Back to the grab.
Brother, that was catastrophic.
I might have to go back and watch that. What the fuck?
Wow. That is as bad as it gets.
My cortisol spiking all over the place.
You were up 5-2. Neptune 1v3s and then 1v2s.
Tala, what's good, man?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so while we get into this, we're waiting for the next map to start. We're taking a look at the overall standings. We've been talking a lot about where Carolina are, the fact they're trying to get a chance for champs. So, Joe, with the 3 teams at 200, you've got G2 after the team change, Heretics, and Falcons. If Ravens
3 teams at 200 is
where do you
crazy,
think it would
by
come
the way.
from? And maybe
What?
you don't think they're going to, but like if you had to pick somebody.
If I had to pick one, just we haven't seen the new G2 team.
Yeah, that probably.
Well, you're watching, Jacob.
I think they're gonna be good, but like
You're
that would
watching
probably
me
be the
want to put a
safest
hole
answer.
in my
Yeah,
desk.
Falcons change doesn't work out.
Falcons just felt like that last major finally got it going.
Yeah.
It's what you're watching.
Heretics, like, maybe is the one team trending in the downward direction over the last couple majors, but I just feel like they're a good enough team.
They're good enough to like place top 6.
It's
they'll go
fine.
3 into the
Everything's
qualifier
fine.
or something.
Yes, you would think so. So
But it's a
it's
tough
put
one.
Maybe it's put on the team
Everything's
change.
fine.
Well, if you're
It's-
Carolina, you're hoping
it's
that team
a-
change just does not pan out.
It's a win
I'm
the
not
overload,
convinced.
win
I'm
dead
not
hard
convinced
point,
G2
go
won't
into a
end up
raid
being better
S&D
than
for the
Paris
dub
after the
type
change.
shit.
I think that they could end up good. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
see.
not.
If
yeah,
y'all
that's
reverse
a-
sweep,
that's a
I'll
bigger
self-suck
conversation.
in
Yeah,
general.
no, it is,
Heard you?
but I think we both agree
Hearing you?
it's going to be hard for Carolina. It is. Even
No,
if
no,
they,
we
even if they
were talking
improve.
about this. Like, normally there's a fight. It's just our league is like an 8-team league now.
Yeah.
It is, which is a good thing, but
Please
not for sort of the story of this.
No, yeah.
You're an
It's
idiot.
gonna be difficult. It's deep. I feel like not anybody has a chance to beat anybody, but
You
at
spent-
least
no,
amongst the
Josh, I
top
did
8,
not.
It kind of feels like you can have
No,
like
I
an
did
upset
not.
just about anywhere.
And I'm not flexible.
This is how
I
our,
don't want to
map
see
sits
that anyway.
After 2, if you joined us a little bit late, probably not what you expected. Fans picked Koi. Our whole desk picked Koi. We picked Koi. I mean, hard not to.
Everything's
I
fine.
think Joe and I had questions
Everything's
after.
fine.
We don't know the
Everyone
exact
relax.
details of what went on in the Koi camp.
I also just didn't, I don't know.
Nugget, he's been positive the last 2 maps.
So many of these where it's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's like whatever.
You
but
idiot.
Maybe this one
It's
is
fine.
just
Look,
a little
we've
bit
got the
different.
Overload.
Yeah.
We got the
The one's
Overload
the best.
Reaper.
And maybe in this map,
Predictions
or if we
up.
get four, we can
Is
get a
this
listen
the
with
first
them
map
and
of a
hear how
reverse
the
sweep?
comms sound. I'm kinda
Hold
curious
on
if
now.
they- well,
I
it's just
see it.
tough
I
within
see
their
the angle.
confidence
I
stuff
see
to
the
show,
angle
but-
here. I see the angle.
Well, Joe Deceives, who
I see the
has
angle
the
here.
ability to go nuclear at any moment, hasn't really had that impact yet. A couple of gross plays, but
Starts with one. It starts
this
with
is
one.
a matchup where you think he'd be able to dissect this team in the respawns.
And our first look at Drillock.
Lurks might
Shut
be able
the
to
fuck
hold
up.
a candle to him. Just
Bowser,
you
thanks,
talk
mate.
Just about I don't know, just skill. Lurks is twisted, but Joe Deceives is. I mean,
Oh,
that guy put numbers on the best
and-
teams in the world. That you
No, I mean,
Sure.
just from a pure skill standpoint, sort of the big three of Joe, Gibson, and Kleenex, you just feel like there's a skill gap there.
Yeah.
And they should all be able to gap them, but that's just not happening.
No, has not been the case. So we'll
Yeah,
see
'cause
who's
it
going to
starts
step it
with
out. if
relax.
gonna bring
They're
it back,
warming
'cause
up, Merc.
I
They're
don't think
warming
you and
up.
I, for a second, believe that a reverse sweep is out of the cards. Not at all. They get going a little bit. There's a team that just got third
Holy
place.
shit,
No-
what's going on?
no
Everyone
reason they
panicked
can't bring
short.
us back.
Yeah.
You're an
You're
idiot.
still hung up on what you saw in the body language.
I am, and yeah, it's just.
It's funny because you're not usually, you're not
You're an
usually
idiot.
that big on it, but yeah, they did look.
It's
kinda-
just these guys. Like I
Bro,
feel like
tell
every
us,
time
what
we
can
look
I
at
do?
James
His
with, like,
team
Joe's
just
always
won the
Jalen,
last
even
major,
Chip, since he's
right?
joined this team, like there's
And
always
we're
just chatter.
losing to Ravens.
I don't know. Either they're sick or I'm being over analytical.
Maybe, but that's our job.
Twitch
you know,
records
somebody
VOD,
be over-analytical.
so
We're always going to be right. We
for
can
free,
make
by
up
the way,
shit
doesn't
half
get
the
paid by
time.
Ravens. So if he wants to come in,
Honestly,
I'll
I
get
have something
weird.
crazy. Yo, if you heard Joe and I's conversations to like start the day, I hadn't had caffeine or anything yet, but like I must have flipped like 12 things. Joe said
Bush,
to me,
Bush,
we're talking about
what's-
maps and stuff.
what
He was
you're
like, yeah,
seeing
Scar's
here
out, and for some reason I
is
thought
the
Raid was out in
meanest
my head.
reverse
I was
sweep
very
of all
sad.
time, is what you're seeing
Well,
right
I mixed Surge and Ravens
Carolina,
like 12 times to the
12
roster.
times,
Dude,
yeah.
Gwyn and TJ still being on both teams
Yeah,
still mixes
it's
me up.
tough.
But I was worried. I'm like, I'm going to cast.
Don't
I'm
worry
gonna
about
screw
it.
up everything
No
I'm trying to
fake
say.
comeback,
You
no
haven't
sir.
screwed up too much.
That's not too much yet. Or I have, and I just don't know yet.
No
Dude,
fake
yeah,
comebacks
man,
here.
like poolside bombs, I was like, that's just not on Scar. It's ice. It's snow.
No. Oh my God. Well, we're taking a look at the last time Standy was in the league. Listen, he's kind of one of those guys that goes out and always finds his way.
That
back
jersey
into
was
the
so
league. It
nice.
feels like he's been in and out several times. Last time he came in NW3, I mean, that was not a team that was working out. This, it feels like
T,
it
get
feels
out
like
of
this
my
team
ear,
could
mate.
have a little potential. I'm not just saying that because they're up 2-0 right now, but like, it feels like they have some pieces. It just might be too late. It's the fact that we're already in qualifier 4.
Yeah, I think that sort of sums up a couple
You
of
missed
his
the
previous
Legion.
rosters,
No
even
one
that,
misses
like,
the Legion, mate.
NW2 Legion one with
Absolutely
like
no
Tim,
one.
TJ, Clay, like they were fun, but it was
Not
just
one
always
single
on the
person
outside.
misses
They
the
just
Legion
could
right
never
now.
get over the hump.
Yeah.
Not a
and this is
single
another tough
person.
situation because he started off hot with that Rocker team in Cold War, right? Like he was on that team that made
Not a
the
single
Minnesota
person.
Miracle.
Can we get this going?
Looked like his career was going to sort of jump up from there, but things happen.
Yeah, and maybe like best he can hope for, just talking like individually about him, even if this team, you want to qualify for top 8 for champs, but even if you don't, just get this team trending in the right direction, look improved.
Yeah, you
Anyone
want
else
to
told you
sort
that
of
you look good in
foundation Carolina
purple,
for the
brings
future.
out
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
feminism.
Well, I think you have pieces
cute
here.
lad.
No, and yeah, maybe we are
Got
a little
it.
just shooken up by the fact they're up 2-0 over Koi right now. But all right, we had a quick
Got
reset.
it.
I believe game is ready now.
How you
Just
feel about no
thoughts on
Palmer
your,
phone or
reset.
Maguire?
Thanks for hanging out
I
with
think
us, and
Maguire
we'll
should have
be
gone.
good
I
to
think
go.
Palmer
Standy
or
hopefully
phone
have
should have
a
gone. I think
camera
both
for
should
us
have gone.
soon. Vibe check on the Koi side.
Yeah, feminism I don't think is the right word
All right, here we
there,
go,
but
guys.
sure.
Fist bumps.
Here
Let's
we
go.
are, bumpies are in.
Jamie
Bumpies
inside
are in.
here. Let's
Bumpies
turn
are in.
this around.
It starts
This is
with
where we
one.
Bring it back. Joe Deceives, I'm looking at you.
That's exactly what
Get
it
in
sounds
there.
like.
starts
the guy,
with
Top
one.
40 on these shit cans.
the guy from the UK.
Kleenex, you're the best. The Finnish mastermind.
That's what he sounds like. He's acting
Finish.
like it.
The
The tissue with the
finish.
issue.
Mastermind. The finish. I dare you to go say that to me.
You are an idiot.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see if they can breathe some life into him. You think
Well, Madueke just got injured, so he might be out of the squad. We'll see.
I think you should do it.
Yeah. Just go into like colleges and high school, just give speeches about life.
Hawk, it starts
Listen
with
to
one
me,
baby.
young people,
It
this is
starts
how we're
with
gonna
one
develop
man.
you into
Maybe not with that voice.
Luke, nothing good
Please start the game.
right now.
Oh no.
Nothing good's going on
we
at the
gotta
minute.
Reset again. What?
Oh
They just
my.
gotta keep going now.
Now you're getting me off the deep end. Apologies at home. I'm not sure what's happening, but it can happen sometimes.
God servers.
What was the thing that was happening? Well,
fucking
servers. But what was
God.
happening at the major? oh, the rules were just like
wrong.
Like changing the rules, right? For the overload.
Well, yeah, it's been a thing with like private matches where like settings reset, you change a couple.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking lose
resetting.
it.
So we'd have like what it was when you'd have the EMP, the clock would stop. We didn't even realize. Well, apparently one of them went to like 7-7, like 20-minute game. Thank God we weren't casting that one because
Bro, we were watching that, by the way. It was
anyway,
who was it?
Listen,
Was it
it's not Call
Rock
of Duty
FaZe?
without its share of issues. So thanks for hanging with us, and that's part of why we probably wanted him.
Rock FaZe goes 7-7, 20-minute overload.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Just fucking
apparently the
relaying
issues
it
are
up and down the
continuing,
map.
so we are going to hop to a quick break to get things figured out.
It is a Toronto series.
It just gets better and better, doesn't it?
That's true. It's been a while.
That's all I'm saying.
It just
That's
gets
a good
better
point,
and
Joe.
better.
We'll be right back, guys.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best.
I mean, how hard
teams
is it
lock in for
really?
The season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access.
I mean,
Head to
seriously.
FazeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
Are we gonna? I reckon we're gonna have one of the back soon. Be back soon. Bottom left. In about 2 minutes 30 seconds, I reckon. Sixer, it's just never been worse. It's never been worse. It's never been worse. It's never been worse. Any new COD League TV that I need to know about? So far, we've been throwing Koi into the fucking ground. Anything else?
Oh my god.
Anything else?
Bro, he is literally disgusting.
Bro, this guy is a sick bastard, bro.
Oh my god, you can see the glint. It's so scary. The glint.
Yes, they did, Nessie. They did, yeah.
In honor of
They did mess around with the
Father's Day,
settings
we're gonna have
online.
a friendly
Yeah.
competition amongst the dads on this show. How many dad jokes can we fit in? Well, I have the opportunity
Ronan,
to
it's
go
all good,
first.
mate. I'm about
Let's
to be
take
having a
the
rough
lead
day,
right now.
so.
Why can't bikes stand up on their own?
Why?
Because they're too tired. Got her. All right, let's keep this moving, nameless, because we
I
got
just
a lot to
can't.
talk
It, honestly,
about
mind
starting here.
tomorrow Arsenal play PSG, and I could see a world where Arsenal are European champions, and it's never been worse. Never been worse. You don't look so good.
To give yourself a fighting chance here in the series. Real.
You don't look so good.
Another upstairs, can't get it. It's Kremp with 2. It's now down to Lucky. And will he be that in this 1v2 situation?
Adam, I'm good, man. How we doing, dude?
Finds the first. Oh my god! Lucky! Dios mío, how has he done that?
I'm on top. He's got to be backside.
I've chalked the internet to give the boys a longer reset. I'm sure that's what's going on right now.
Come on.
Hey, we got Warwick Challenge, bro. Go. Let's go. Holy shit.
Let's go clutch up there.
Hey Gabe, is it a checkout that your team is 2-0 down and you have to wait them to lose, watch them lose 3-0? Cheers, Sam. It's not great. Yeah, really not great.
Creo además que Pikul tiene unas palabras especiales que dedicar. ¿Qué les quieres decir a la audiencia en el día de hoy?
I just want to say,
Not great.
I lived 2 great years
I'm not
in the
going
league.
in their route.
I love all of you, even the green ones.
Hi Harley, mate. Hi, mate.
Love all of you. We make COD so much special.
It's
so
my
nice
man.
to be
What's
in
good,
España.
Hanson? Appreciate the galaxy, dude. My sweetheart. Absolutely. I've got no water, bro. I might have to go get water.
They're looking to take them out. They're looking to close the series.
How we doing, Harley? We good, Hanson?
I thought he contested, but instantly dropped. Heretics.
Your team should forfeit. Got it. J-Mac, it's never been worse.
Hello, welcome back. Hopefully we are good to go here in just a moment. Okay, we just got game ready. We're going to talk about new maps and stuff and fill some time.
Here we
Just
are.
so we're ready to go. So we'll be back into it in just a second. Thanks for hanging with us while we got ready to rock and roll. If you are just joining us,
Hey,
Ravens,
Byron
control
and
the
Envoy
series.
look good in
Honestly,
those
they've
jerseys,
looked
eh?
Really, really solid through the first 2 maps. You've liked their game plan. We've liked their communication that we've heard. firmly in control right now.
Yeah,
Here
Hardpoint
we
was
are.
solid
Here
last
we
stage.
are.
Obviously,
Here we
change
are.
up there. 2-3-5 sucked, but you win the search and destroy there. It looked a lot better on the
They
same
won't think
page.
I.
You see
They
he was
just think
still
I won't
hitting
pull
with
the
snipe,
plug mid-map if we're
but then
losing.
just some adjustments were made.
Don't
and
make me
able to
try.
close the map out.
Yeah, they close it out. Now we'll see if they can get it done in 3.
Don't
when
make me
Exceed
go do
joined,
it.
the
I know
Overload
where
took
the
a
where
turn,
the
for
fucking
good. They were a
fuse
great
box is
Overload team
in
over
this
that
gap.
stretch. They won like 6 straight, 5 straight, whatever
I
it was. We're
disappeared.
going
Don't
back
worry
to
about it.
Qualifier
Don't
2.
worry about where I'm going.
One? Was that qualifier 1? That was qualifier 1. We're going way back.
Don't
The
worry
overload
about what
gameplay
games
has
are on
not been
today.
there, but we've got some changes.
We've got this
Gridlock
game, then
now
we've
in
got
the rotation for the first time
G2
as long as I
versus
can remember. We got
C9,
4
and then we've
options
got Surge versus Optic.
for our map 3.
10 gifted if
So
Koi
we're going
wins
to see
this
some
series.
gridlock. Main difference here, for those of you maybe not aware.
Come on, you shit
For
bastards.
every other map, the spawn of the EMP will alternate after a score. Here we stay mid-map. So that'll be the one significant change.
Come on, you shit
I
bastards.
think that compared to other maps, right? A lot of the times you sort of take the EMP and there's a mid-cut to jump up to. This map doesn't really have that. You kind of either have to back it up to your side and start your play from there, or you hope you get a 3 or 4 dead and push on forward, or maybe you try to take space forward like we saw from Standy right there before you really start to move that EMP.
Yeah, like the cuts to mid are.
Yeah, they're not sort of like
Skadoosh.
They're towards the opposition spawn a little bit, so we'll see how that ends up playing out. But that's kind of. I mean, Din can play that way a little bit. Like if you're trying to wrap it, you kind of got to do it in a more aggressive position instead of mid maps, since you don't have the top. But this is the same for both sides.
Yeah, like when it spawns roofs, it's either we go forward, you wrap that all the way through your base. But you'd see there, yeah, you try to take it forward.
Sam
maybe
wanted
just
to know
clear
what
X's
the
there,
map
but it
count
doesn't matter.
is.
They
Shut
cut
the
you
fuck
off,
up.
so we'll see what teams opt to do, but you do have what is Clinix on one side and Lurks on the other. So he's just gonna pick this up and run this down, but his teammate dies.
Bang.
Chips is there to trade.
If Kleenex didn't get an awkward timing mid-map and he got a kill, you might be going forward very, very quickly, but he dropped.
Any box scores,
pretty much
mate.
At the same time his teammates got
When
those
we
kills
reverse
in
sweep,
spawn.
damn right.
Insights provided 2 for you. Kleenex does get a pick mid, so they've got pretty good control here of mid-map and EMP. Insight, great start for him, 7-2 on 3. He started strong in the hard point as well. Kleenex some really good damage in, not quite able to finish the kill. Fire trying to reposition
Don't mind
with
it.
the AR in hand, but he's eventually going to get
Don't
pushed
mind
out.
it.
Finds a perfect timing through to get under 1. That sets up Kingston for another, and that should be a clean score through. And you can see, you spawn them out pretty damn far, especially with this position. There's no chance to really
Winnable.
counter. Yeah, no counter opportunity, or I don't know. If you die like in your base, that's a score.
Yeah, it's a score, and now you have a chance to rally it. So when you spawn out like that, you really gotta
Winnable.
get back into a good spot.
Go.
But one player does spawn safe, and Fire Lurks is gonna back up. But Chips is gonna try to keep this going. At least buy time for his teammates to come off
Help
the
him.
spawn, and he is just juking them out.
Help him. We're going left. We're going left.
He's able to give you a kill. He's on 4
We're
straight.
going left. Go on. Cannabis. Go.
Maybe just to allow Insight to get into
Winnable.
position. This time the Royal Ravens, for the most part,
Winnable.
clear the base. Not as clean
It
of a
resets
score
mid
for
every
Koi,
time,
so
yes.
Hoping now they can at least battle for position, but this has been very Koi dominant early on.
Yeah, well, I see he wraps all the way through bottom side.
Yep.
He's able to find that double, and that's been one of the keys. They really just
Skadoosh.
haven't had top mid control. If you are Ravens, right, where EMP is spawning, you have not controlled that car. So you can see even right now, I mean, Joe is the one guy there, but it will be 3 dead. And
What
somehow
the
hits
fuck?
the movement, hits the slide, finds the triple, and now you can go.
I was just saying, of course he wins the crazy ones.
Bro,
and
this
loses
guy
that one,
is
but
actually
that Lurks
ludicrous,
Just
mate.
putting on a show at back court. Gives you 4 straight and a big point on the board for Ravens now. Now they're trying to think, what do we want to do here? Like, where do we
This
spawn
guy
them out? How do we
is
wanna play this?
actually
We have this
mental, bro.
line set up to rally this into another score. Just have to get EMP. Fire's going to look over with the shots. The players from Core are going to wrap back and try to deal with this, but you're wrapping back
Doesn't
to
matter.
everyone in position, and that's going to be the tying score.
Doesn't
The
matter.
2-2 quickly.
Well, they wrap back there, but on their first go around, they try to get to the opposite side of the map. If you are Koi, you just don't find the gunfights. You end up getting those kills. You were able to read that in the top broken. You had 2 players there if you were Koi. And that's what you have to do. If you're going to give up your base and
they're just
overextend,
in
you have
such
to
good
find those
spots.
kills to get top middle. And if not, that's exactly what happens.
Well, it's sort of a gamble. Yeah, comes out of that 5-minute map, you get it, you score. You don't, they score. We'll see how teams opt to play in situations like that. If it's a wrap back or if it's a send it on through. Keeps teams guessing. Joe Deceives hasn't quite had the impact.
One
of this
shot,
series he'd
so
like
weak.
to. Runs into a fight that he's not ready for. Kleenex, though, he'll be the cleanup man as he's on 4 straight. That streak quickly comes to an end. Everyone kind of grouped up towards tree as all the battles go down to try and get mid-map control with just under a minute to go.
Yeah, you still have Standy. He's kind of lurking inside.
I don't know if I like the ball resetting mid-map. What we say?
All the way back to try to find this. Well, timing will.
I think it's kind of ass or it's good.
So now it's just a battle for the EMP, but will be all four dead. And well, Joe seems to be the point man, so he's got to find the first kill. Just not ready for Standy to be there.
Yeah.
You see where everyone else spawns, but
he's hoping. Yeah.
He's hoping and spawns in that same spot, but just wasn't blocking it quite yet.
Yeah, I think he thinks when spawns close, he's gun up there. And that goes a little bit differently. Because he wins that one, it's more than likely a score, barring some crazy nades. 5 seconds up to regulation. We'll see with the extra 30 if Royal Ravens can turn this into a score. Not going to be easy, though, with Jodeci's putting you down like that. They're going to try to wrap this top side behind Fire's position. Gets
We
to
gotta
a
be
second
careful.
Somehow hit the 14
We gotta be
HP, but
careful.
still up. Going to come down to a one-on-one for the score. Pistol of Exceed up against Kleenex. He's able to win it. Going to get through. Nade's going to come in. Not going to happen. The one-on-one just had to go a little bit faster.
Yeah, a little bit quicker. I don't know where Joe. I don't know if he spawned there or just had enough time. Kleenex just bought him enough time for him to get to that spot. He just had to get around the corner, but couldn't get through the doorway. But a battle. It starts off 2-0 there for Koi.
It's an absolute grueler.
Just went down way longer than that was just a long one-on-one.
And then you get the lurks play that turns into 2. So we are tied at 2 apiece.
It's an absolute grueler.
No, honestly, good job by Ravens dealing with going into an early hole and having no map position whatsoever.
I didn't have the jacket today. It's too hot
And that's
for me to
probably
bring
gonna
my
be the most
jacket out,
interesting thing.
bro.
It's just how teams deal.
I can't come into the office with the jacket on. I'm
with
gonna
moments
melt.
post-score. And that, I mean that for both sides of it. Just with its
25 degrees out, man.
It's going to be a little bit different. The choices you
Actually
have to
might
make.
be no jacket, cheese.
Obviously, that's going to depend on how many people you have alive. It's going to be very different situations.
No, we might see some rallies on this map. That's kind of like my first thought. It's like we might see three in a row, quick.
No, it's
Might be
certainly
jacket,
the case.
cheese.
Ravens just trying to maybe start a little bit hotter. Didn't have quite the break-offs that they would have liked and got into that early hole. Just can't quite get up and scoop EMP. Lurks. Well, doing
We
his
are
thing,
reaching
lurking.
here.
Yeah,
No
able to win
shit.
that. Kips will catch him as he slides on through. Possession game right now for Ravens, though.
Kadoosh.
Exceed just patrolling mid-map. He'll have a one-on-one. We hopped off it. I'm not sure if he was able to get the kill.
Oh, you got the nade. Yeah, Nade was able to hit, and now he wants to pressure the
Look at
flank.
the ball,
but his teammates
guys.
die around
Look
the
at
EMP,
Six
so
and
he's
Showers
gotta
with
get
the
back
ball.
to the EMP. He doesn't
Oh
want
my
Koi
God.
to pick that up and go for a score, but Fire's able to win the gunfight. But you're pretty much back to square one for both sides.
Yeah, no,
Fucking
it seemed like we were
grueler,
really
man.
fighting
It's
this
an
area for a
absolute
while.
grueler.
Until you get like a clean 3-4 dead scenario. Maybe Kleenex is double. Well, that's actually all it took. The double there before the reinforcements can come in for Ravens. Point man on the bottom side of the map is Kips.
Yeah, they have no idea.
They're just
Josie
waiting for
yet.
Joe here. They don't know he's there. Now they're going to know. He's going to put some shots in, and there's only a couple of players, but it's Lurks and it's Exceed, and they find 3.
And I can't
They
believe it
just
just came
had no-
down to basically 2 players
oh, so
remaining there. What an
unfortunate.
insane sequence. And that's just, well, a matter of seconds. How different it can be. So we went to the stall out for the stall out, basically top side of the map. Now we're at the bottom side, and there's a reset actually going to come in. Koi are there for the scoop. Everyone though in position for the most part for Ravens defensively. It looks like Koi, you want to get a
Might
kill
have
or
to
two
grab here,
before
though.
you scoop this thing. Enough time has passed. See Kleenex kind of worried about maybe a play on the flank. But they've lost basically everyone. Good patience there by Royal Ravens. You don't have mid-map control, but you don't
Bro,
necessarily
I don't think I like the ball
just don't
spawning
get
mid over and
caught
over
spawning.
again.
Win a couple of gunfights, and now you layer the map. They've been able to push up.
Oh!
Chips just murders you. He gets everybody, and he is out. Sliding
No!
off the races. Insight's going to get the last player. He'll have a trophy in for coverage right after the stun hits, so it gets slow here for a moment. They're going to more than likely have to win one more fight at least.
Yeah, you get three players who get close spawns. You just didn't have enough forward
Toby,
pressure,
1v1.
but you're all here. Now it's down to a 1-versus-1. Kleenex,
Fuck.
well, he's going to lose to Exceed. I mean, Kleenex found a triple. But yeah, maybe if that trophy is there, but I think it still would have just been tough.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have got it through. Like,
It's so hard on
maybe
that
he
side
would've
though.
been
They have
playing
like
a little
a,
bit faster,
they have
but-
the meanest team shot on the cross,
another
kind of like
crazy
the
situation. It
explosion
basically
one.
comes down to a 1-versus-1.
Go, go, go.
Numbers here for
Got the
Koi
ball,
for
got the ball.
another
Yep.
Shouldn't have
Yep.
yellow, yeah.
That side is so hard.
Blue arrows trying to get back into position, but the problem is they're already going to have Kleenex on a heady, trying to put in damage. They deal with him beautifully, though.
Yeah, they're just not getting that first kill. It just feels like all of these offensive pushes that you've had if you are Koi, you've had chances, but not finding that first one to give you the numbers. That's going to allow Ravens now to maybe go on a counter.
It's looking that way. Big gunfight upcoming. Kips wins the first one. He got damage into another one. He's going to go ahead and flank that and let his teammates pick up the rest on spawn. So you're just going to get trapped in right now. Ravens really nowhere to go. Lurks. Well, he'll just get one, but that's going to stall out completely.
No one's got middle.
If Kips drops, if he loses that fight, maybe a good opportunity for Ravens.
Oh, that timing. Well, it is the perfect timing there for Standy. Koi were so ready to go. They found a couple of kills. They were ready to go up that A street, all four, and you saw from.
Bro, he did not want to grab the ball
he
there.
was turning towards Standy, but he picked up the EMP, only has the pistol, and Standy just stalls this out. I mean, the first half, a lot of scores. Throughout these first 4 minutes, a couple of chances. Yeah. But it's just been this mid-map battle.
Holy fuck.
Just a minute to go. I want to take it to the other end. Big win from Exceed.
Guys.
You've got numbers here.
Guys, we need to get over towards the ball here, lads.
Dealt with that. Now maybe just wait for your teammates because you've got a 2-on-2 here. Okay, or Standy just goes in and smokes them. Drops a little bit short. Still a presence here. Should be a score.
Oh!
Tip's got another one, but okay, I was gonna say one player spawns with them in Joe. You saw the stuns and nades start to hit, but you just had the numbers, and now Carolina pitching the players up off spawn.
What we thought was a Koi 3-0 is looking like a Ravens 3-0. Just 30 seconds to go. Everyone on Koi basically has got sent back to spawn. You still have 2 players in your spawn.
Hold on.
They want to track back because the only way you lose this, you're just leaving a wide open lane through mid. Big kill there from Fire to just delay it. The more time they're searching for him, the better. He repositions and gives you a second. That is beautiful from Fire. Honestly, a similar late game clutch type play like we saw in the hard point.
Holy fuck, we've got an overtime to cap.
Respawn from you again.
And have one chance at this. Oh, and you had the read if you were Kleenex. He was watching the full flight, but Exceed's
going to kill the ball, GG.
At the end of the game. And while Kleenex is going to die, Exceed is there, and that is just COD timing at its finest.
And not the result we expected at all.
I thought 3-3 goes today, but not this one.
Yeah, no, not
this way.
In that fashion.
No.
A beautiful win
Holy
there for Ravens, and,
fuck.
Listen, we like what we saw. We're just going to have to wait and see, like, is this a little bit of like a honeymoon period, a post-event syndrome for Koi, or is this a new and improved roster?
It's the start of the run.
No, no, it's online. Who cares? Who fucking cares? It's online. Who fucking cares?
Now we're going to start talking about it.
Yeah, they're the team that's going to maybe make it interesting.
Who
but they're going to have a tough
fucking
schedule.
cares?
This is a
It's
massive
online.
win for them and one that they, well, we thought
These
were gonna
guys
lose.
go
Everyone,
to LAN and
analysts,
get
fans at home
pissed
thought they were
last.
going to lose. Who put up numbers, though, for them? Do you get a great, well, honestly, 2 really solid respawns out of Fire. Exceed's been a big inclusion for them. Well, ever since he came in again, we'll talk over and over about his place in Overload, but Fire was better in Search. He's been good in the respawns. Sure, why not? All right,
I think,
so far.
you know, where you obviously talk about Toronto, like, you always just assume that Joe and Kleenex are going to have the advantage over a lot of teams, and right there, Joe struggled.
No, he did. And we don't really talk about Joe struggling.
Oh, here we go.
Playing down
Oh, it couldn't get any worse, could it? It couldn't get any worse. It couldn't get any worse. It couldn't get any worse. Oh my fucking god, it couldn't get worse. And then
this Ravens team's really something. I mean, I hope they're improved just to make the story
gotta be the
interesting.
PCs. It's online, mate. It's online. It's online. They beat LAT. Hey, these guys are Major 3 champs online.
So far, so good. Des, bring it down for us.
Uh-oh, Toronto.
Why am I having 0-8
That's a
links?
bad look.
Yeah, not good.
Carolina, congratulations. You are now 60 points
No
behind
links
the
in
rest
chat.
of the
Sorry,
pack.
mate.
There are 3 teams sitting at 200, so they've got an opportunity
Holy
to knock off
fucking
one of those
shit.
horses on the race to champs. And this is a great start. Standy now 1-0 on the lineup.
Holy
the last time
fuck.
they made a big team change like this, Allie, Exceed led a 6-0 lead.
That's true. They did have a little bit of that honeymoon period when Exceed was first added to this roster, specifically in their dominance in Overload. And I think that's also probably one of the most impressive aspects about this series is them able to come back into that Overload and end up closing it out 3-0 because that was
Just
not
the
a strong
greatest
team look
online.
for them.
I've had
And
enough.
Even on the flip side of Koi, it was struggling there too. But like Royal Ravens didn't have like a
I've had
massive
enough.
belt in this category, and the fact that we got the
They beat LAT online before they Major 3 champs. I don't get it. They're online. Hey, this happened before.
Out for 30 seconds to go.
get a drink. I come back and it's now 2-2. What happened?
Yeah, so, I mean, on this map in particular, it's like you have to make a choice. You know, when you're the team the other team's pushing with the ball and you spawn up, you're like, okay, do we OE and try to flip this map, or do we just fight head on towards mid while they're sprinting to score? It's tough, right? And if you wrap back, like, they're just going to have an advantage. So you see Royal Ravens just taking their time. They get that first goal. They have mid-map control. Toronto decides
Love
to OE,
watching
and then
you
it's another
lose.
score right away.
Absolutely.
So Royal Ravens, you heard
Thanks,
Jonathan
mate.
talking about, even in listening, sounding more calm, cool, collected.
Holy
everything precise.
fuck.
This Ravens team looking way
I can't
better than
lie.
Let's imagine. And yesterday in rehearsal,
I can't lie.
was telling Danny, one of our producers, I said it's chalked. I mean,
It's chalked. He's like, don't even tell me about the Ravens being in the run to champs. It's not a real story.
I said
They
if
have the hardest schedule to play all the top teams. Well, guess what?
I
They
said
just
if
beat
I
the
said
team
if
that got
Ravens
top three
3-0 today,
back-to-back.
I'd chop my
It's
dick
never
off.
chalked.
We've got your Scuff play of the game. Let's take a look at some of the biggest moments that lead to an upset victory. No one saw Carolina winning except Lurks and friends. Allie, how'd they get it done?
Yeah, it's a new duo in Lurks and
So-
Sandy. And I mean, we opened up this sake a very special way. I mean, Lurks doing Lurks things. He goes up like 5 or 6-1 right off the bat, which just sets up Carolina Royal Ravens for so
I still
much
think
success in the first half of
it
these
can't get any
rotations.
worse.
And from then on, Toronto Boy just couldn't fight back.
Who's doing the pleasure in chopping my cock off?
Winning any of the rotations. You heard Joe and Clint kind of touch on it during it. Lurks ends up with 30 kills. Standy, he's just doing what he needed to do. He ends up, I think, like 23 and 25.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
He was positive
Me,
around
me,
there
I'll
for
do
all
it,
3
me.
games. And if you're looking at Standy's gameplay, how does it differ from Craze's?
Yeah, so with Craze, and I talked about this a lot, it's not a bad play style because it can work on a lot of teams, but he takes a lot of very long routes. And in those moments, if he takes those long routes, if he doesn't find those kills, it's
Auction
going to be
it
tough
for
on the rest of the
charity.
team. And so with Standy,
Oh
plays a bit
my
different than
God,
that. He'll
this can't
entry,
get
he'll
worse.
push up with the team. You saw it even in the S&D. You know, Craze will try to get lost, make his own plays. Standy flying up through trains, finding the first kill up top into barn.
Can't
Not
get
saying one
worse.
play style is better than the other, but seemingly right now feels better for this.
More cohesion, it looks
Holy
like, for
fuck.
Carolina, at least for now, through 3 games. We welcome Exceed to the show in our Monster Winner Spotlight. Exceed, no one expected you to be here. All 3 of us on the desk, the fans, everyone thought we had to go with Toronto after back-to-back top 3s. But you guys are now 3-1 against Toronto on the season. What is it about this matchup?
It can't get worse.
I want to say it, but I'm not
Say it.
gonna because
Name them.
You know, I think I don't know. I think we just match up well against them personally. So I don't know.
Okay, your search and destroy was very clean. We talked about your sniper kind of being the way this map is going to be dictated on Fringe. How comfortable are you on Fringe and with
I'm
Standy
going
on
out
the lineup?
again,
How does
fucking
that change your
hammered,
game,
mate.
if at all?
I don't give a fuck.
A lot. You know, with our old team, we didn't really have the ability to play spreads and be able to like let me work for a pick, and so you kind of saw towards the last like stage, like the amount of snipes that I was hitting dip and stuff, and it's just the way that we were playing it. So bringing in Eli allows us to, you know, spread the map, play the map slow, play it kind of how like you can work the map better as a team, like slowly, where you don't have to run it down every life. And I think it
The
shows with me being able to hit
BKBS,
snipes.
man. It just
So-
can't get
so that's kind of what
worse.
I was gonna focus on in this question, but more on the respawn. So like Craze, he's the route man. He'll take a lot of those deep routes, and I'm not saying one play style is better than the other, but what's different
What
about
the fuck
Standy
is Ronnie
in which
Intel
the
tweeting?
respawn was so clean here?
If he
I mean,
wants
you're
to piss
talking
me
the
off,
overload, the
we'll
2
fucking
scores, and then you
we'll-
guys won
we'll
almost
go
every
there if he
rotation
wants.
in hardpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like the same thing. You know, I love Jay so much. He's a great teammate, and I have nothing but positive words to say about him. He's a great player, and he'll be, you know, in the league for a long time. But I think on our team, I think Standy just kind of fit the system better, where, you know, I think we're more well-rounded now, like fundamentally sound, and you know, it's the best. we've
Oh,
looked all
someone
year,
find
and
me
I
this
just,
guy's face. Someone
attribute
get
it
me a
to, you know,
profile
Standy
picture of
coming
this
in
guy's
and-
face now.
and like I
Prove
said,
to me he
like, it
doesn't
just
look like
feels
McLovin.
more
Now,
like a
someone,
cohesion of a
anyone.
unit and
Chop,
and
chop. Someone
fundamentally
get a
correct.
picture of his face
How'd
now.
that move go down? Sorry, how'd that
Someone,
move go down?
anyone.
Because Standy wasn't like
Anyone
exactly
get me
at
a
the
picture of
top
his
of the
face.
list for the guys that were next up or to get brought back.
Oh
It's the
my
Brian maneuver, I
God.
can see it.
I mean, Brian was actually, it was I mean, that one was a Brian call. We had 2 options.
Oh
and,
my God.
You know, we kind of just looked at it and we were like, you know, we got this last stage. We got to make a run to make champs, and we know we got to make a run. So the last thing that we wanted to do was bring in a player where we didn't think what it's going to have to take time to develop and kind of fit into a system. And
Fair
with
enough.
Eli, we kind of knew like he's been playing for a long time. We knew that we could fit him into a system and it'll excel. So.
Kind of, I guess, going off of that, Was this move, when it did happen, did you guys feel it immediately?
player
Like, was it
interviews, I
something
don't
that
think
just
you
slotted
could
in perfectly,
pay
like a
them
puzzle piece on the
a
back end?
bajillion
Did you know
dollars
coming into this series
right now.
versus Toronto Koi, like, we smirk at the matchup thing, but realistically looking at the stats, like, you guys playing Toronto in the past, it had been different iterations of the rosters, like, you guys have been in a different place. So did you come into the series
Chicken
just
burger, fuck
as
off.
a team ready, knowing that you were better, or has it been a struggle behind the scenes?
No, it's been really good. I mean, this is the most confident I've been in the team all year. Like I said, like just fundamentally, and you know, I think it's one of the biggest things we struggle on with LAN. Obviously, we haven't fucking won a series, but you know, we like just the stupid plays, and with this team, we're kind of just able to just play fundamental COD, and it just makes things so much easier on all of us.
It did happen right away. Like, as soon as Standy started joining,
Guy's not won a series on LAN this whole year.
It was literally just an easy fix.
The vets amongst each other
Guy's not
once
won a
again
LAN
exceeding
series.
Standy. Best of
Guy's
luck.
not
You
won a
guys
LAN
have the
series.
toughest strength of schedule going into Paris.
Oh.
The run starts now.
I love it. I love it.
I actually
That is
like Caden as
Carolina
well. I've got
confidence
nothing against
from
Caden.
Exceed.
I actually
We
like
gotta
him
go
as a
to break.
bloke.
When we come back, though, 2 more matches. We're on the road to Major 4 lock-in. It's the CDL with Cloud9's new team.
I actually like him as well. Great guy. Oh my fuck.
Dominate the competition on main stage with the CDL Major Hunter
Willie,
Tracer Pack.
and it's just
Collect
online
your
cards.
chip
Do you know
by
what I mean? I'm
scanning the
coping
QR
so hard.
code or heading to the in-game store now.
I'm coping. TikTok's paying off for Koi. Cheers, Gexes and mate. Thanks, mate.
Grab yourself
Anything
the
else?
CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Monster Energy, the official energy
Oh,
drink
what's the drink of choice tonight? I don't know, bro. I don't know. What are we thinking? I'm thinking maybe hardcore drugs. I think maybe that's the angle we take. I don't think drink's heavy enough. I think hardcore drugs. When are Koi turning up?
And Nimbus just got done roasting.
Got it.
Study or time to roast some more teams. We got Cloud9 taking on G2.
Jacob, I me.
G2 is
I
looking
me.
beefy. How is Cloud9 looking?
Well, yet to be known.
I'm about to say, as the counterpart to Beefy, very, very slim. But for them, they do have a new player, so that is going to be the big story of what he's able to do. A newer 18-year-old, I believe, is what Ant told me earlier.
Let's take a look at our rosters for the
Just turned
day,
18.
and of course, talk about
Oh
what
my
we expect
God.
to see from G2 because they lose
About to get
Ezreal.
laid down.
They gain a world champ in
Got the
Envoy.
fucking
We don't
stream
have
up.
a picture of Envoy yet in a G2 uniform.
He's underneath the suit.
And then, of course, Skies keeps his spot, and Nasty now joins him in the AR role. You were saying this could be a huge boon. Why?
Jesse, you just
Yeah,
missed.
so when we were talking about the 1-for-1 this morning and like who got better,
Oh
I think
my
it's the best way to
God.
phrase
Alright.
it because
Hey,
I think
anyway,
the
new
biggest
G2.
buff
Let's
is
have a
Nasty
look.
coming
New
into this
G2.
team. Mamba, you know, a wildly inconsistent player. You know, he had some very high highs, but some low lows as well.
Hey, Gexism, if it's any consolation,
Exactly. But Nasty has
Ravens
the
beat
experience. He has the
LAT
experience
before
with
the
Crimp
last major.
As well. A couple
So,
of Sundays
in my
made
mind,
in MW3, and this guy can take over a game. And
that
he can
means
take
we're
over
winning
a
Major
series.
4.
So that is huge for them, getting some AR strength, and Kremp is the SMG strength on this team. So you
Come on now.
that with Envoy in a new environment.
Come on
He's
now.
gonna be super excited, bringing over all his experience and thoughts into this new team.
There is Dylan in his new uniform for the first
True.
time in the top left. Envoy, congratulations. I know a lot of Minnesota fans are excited to have you back in the States. And he, of course,
He's
is
on the
now
new
going
G2
into
roster. We've got
enemy
Envoy
territory in Paris,
and
where
Nasty.
he once thought would be home.
Double
But on the other
change
side of this
before the
matchup,
fourth major
you
is
gotta
insane.
think he is going to be the heavy favorite because Cloud9 has had no success on the season.
No, Cloud9, they haven't even reached double-digit wins in Hardpoint or Overload in the entire season.
So wait, Hardpoint, the one I get 2 every games 1 through 4.
So listen, for Cloud9, it's just not great, but they do have
I want to see
17
Webby
search
cook.
and
I want to
destroy
see. I want to
wins.
see what
They
Webby's
do
got
have
for
a
me
game
here.
mode that they're at least slightly comfortable in.
There's
I
no
think
way
this is
Brian
just kinda
Tate
like
sat
a
there on
rookie
his phone.
showcase team, right? So now you're bringing Webby,
Fuck
he's the
off.
youngest CDL player to ever debut at 18 years old and 17 days. So yes, he's
That's such a
just
Brian
turned
Saint
18.
tweet
So
as
that's
well.
gonna be where your eyes are at, the new fresh talent, and seeing what
Such
they're
a
able
Brian
to do
Saint
against some of the
tweet.
professionals. Some things to watch, I guess, is, you know, Nezra also has been putting up some okay numbers with a 1.2 versus G2 way back in April. They didn't get 3-0'd, but he was still able to put up some damage.
They hit him with the 3-24 against CDL teams. Some of the
Never
wins
heard of him
they've
in my
got
life
are
yet because he's
against some of
recently
the
turned
challenger
18,
squads,
Jad.
and even there
So
it's been a struggle.
he played
but
at
let's paint this picture accurately, right?
What's Major
This team
3?
came in,
Atlanta
zero
with-
expectation for them, right? You know, these guys weren't even next up.
With
They slowly
RC,
started to learn
Skill,
to get better after
and
playing a ton of matches
Asim.
against pro teams. They got slammed. The clear worst player in the CDO was Okus.
think it was.
Hopefully he can, you know, improve his game down in challengers if he chooses to keep competing. But you bring in a guy in Webby, 18 years, 17 days. He's been playing well in challengers on the Telluride Shrub team. And for these guys, this could be a huge win for them. If he comes in and even gives you 25% more of production that Okus was giving you, these guys
Daddy,
are winning.
what?
out
You're
races.
lying.
Exactly. They started to have closer
You're
hard
lying.
points. Ali mentioned the S&D.
I can't imagine
has been
Anthony
solid
Gordon
throughout.
speaking a
So
lick of
for
Spanish.
C9, I mean, it's not all just dark and terrible for this roster. They're still grinding, and hopefully Webby can be a spark for them.
Let's take a look at our
Holy shit.
standings. What is Cloud9 playing for? Spots in future seasons. They're not making it to champs with their current record. 30 points, a 4-24 record through their first 28 matches. It's been a brutal ride, but now you've got a new piece, you've got a fresh start potentially, and you're taking on a new team on some new maps and modes. Did any of them make it in here, Ali, as we take a look at the best of 5?
Unfortunately, no. We're going to be sticking with our traditional
You've
map
been
set here.
Trented
Hacienda
bad.
gets banned on a
Sorry,
set of
Arnie,
Cloud9.
mate,
They're
my
not here
bad,
playing
mate.
the new maps.
That
I will
is
say for the side
insane.
of G2, though, their S&D has been really, really bad. And so they're hoping to get a couple of maps under their belt here. Fringe and Gridlock are going to be the two main
Maravilla,
in this
hey,
series. And this isn't a bad matchup.
just don't believe
at
what you
least
read
in that
online,
category
is what I will
versus
say.
Cloud9. They're going to get some good reps
This Baton Rouge
against
is a
this
good
team
watch,
in those
Daisy.
modes.
It
That's
bro,
shocking.
it
I
was
just looked
good,
at
right?
S&D after Ali
But
said
I
that.
came
1-9
out.
in their
It's not
last
good.
10. When G2 was at their best,
I came out of that
was when they were
movie
winning S&Ds in stage
fucking
1.
mind
So
blown.
bringing in Envoy, you got to hope
I
that
was
gets
like,
better, and maybe they'll have a chance.
So far, everyone
What
has
the
been
fuck is
terribly
going
wrong
on?
with our prediction. It was a 3-0 upset to start the day. Do we see a second upset? Ali, it's time for your Scuff Pick'em.
Absolutely
day
not.
is
Crump
the
and Nasty have a
guillotine
1.4 and a
stream?
1.6
Great question.
in this specific matchup versus Cloud9 in S&D. I'm going to go with G2.
They fixed my predictions. That's what we like
Great,
to see.
great.
And I'm going to go with G.
I wonder
This is
why I'm in
G.
this.
G. Wait, how do you do a G? Yeah, like that. Too.
Aaron,
You should keep
don't
practicing.
say a fucking
you
word,
are
mate.
in first place, though.
I like this.
123
He's got me
correct
right,
picks
too.
after
Don't
the
say a
major. Able to
fucking
focus
word.
without the
Careful,
fans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Spades,
lock
don't
in.
say a
Oh,
word.
with
Aaron
G2.
with a resub.
Major
13
strike.
months,
I think
Aaron
it's gonna
looks
be a brutal
superb.
start to
Don't
the
say a
CDL
fucking
for the
word.
new guy.
Thanks, mate.
Cloud9 has been riding the struggle bus. Do they have the firepower? It's time to find out. Miles just had a baby, but we have another beautiful Brit, one of
Don't
the
fucking
OGs,
dare.
Ton, alongside Chance. Hi, Ton.
Oh, boy.
This is about to be a quick one.
boys,
I
thank you very
think
much. Yeah,
this will be a
very much
quick
looking
one, and
forward to
then
this one.
what
Chance
last
Miles,
year's
of
might
course,
be quicker,
has little
genuinely.
bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Of course, just welcoming the birth of his daughter. So we're very, very much sending our congratulations
Today,
over towards Miles.
here
But,
he
yeah,
is.
slotting in for this one, which should be interesting to say the least. A brand
Here he
new
is.
look
Here's
on
the
the
lad.
G2 side of
Here's
things.
the
Going
boy.
up against Cloud9, who have made their changes as well. Not quite as drastic, but it's one that, I mean, we're leading in one direction here, but could we see some surprises out of Cloud9? That's what we're wondering.
You never know. I mean, listen, this is
When
a
does
very
Koi
strong
play?
search and destroy team, and this is like a
when
classic thing in competitive Call of Duty
basically I
where
plant
new,
my
fresher
fist in your
faces, and like
jaw.
S&D kids as well. The pathway, if you're under 18, playing these S&D trials, trying to get as
it
much
can
pro
get
experience
worse
as possible.
if that
So
happens.
in that game, though, these
Genuinely.
guys are on
Might
point.
be time to kill
What we've
myself
seen
again,
from
of
C9
course.
is the respawn has indeed been developing, still bottom of the league, like make no mistake about it, but
Well,
they're starting to be a
well,
little bit more
well.
competitive. So I think the
All
devs
I'm
touched on
saying
it
is, Will,
perfectly. If
I said
Webby
it
can
earlier,
come in and bring a little bit more firepower
Los
to the
Angeles
squad,
Thieves
you're
lost
just
the
looking at
Ravens
some type of
before they
dirty
won the
Neslo
major.
situation. If they manage to win any given respawn, officially the team is going to be a threat.
Type
Of
shit.
course, for G2, I mean, half the roster is brand
Type
new.
shit.
This is the time you'd like to take advantage of that fact. So I think we learned enough from the Carolina
Ravens are the
series.
best team in the world.
Upset's
It's all
absolutely
good.
possible. Always got to be on your toes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if it does go that direction. I'm not 100% sure if it will go that way. That was a bit of a strange one to say the least. But the new G2 players coming in, of course.
Warrior, fuck off.
I mean, look, it is a big change for them. It is a change that I think a lot of people have received positively. I mean, Envoy and Nasty coming into this roster, for me, it is an upgrade for them. Envoy coming in as well. We've kind of talked on a couple of different of their aspects and Search and Destroy.
Me too.
He's going to help
Grady, again,
alongside
you can
that.
fuck off
Absolutely
as
no
well.
doubt.
Anyone
Nasty
else,
as
let me
well.
know.
I mean, many people have been crying, save Nasty. He has well and truly being saved. let's see if he's going to be able to
Anyone
do much
else?
for G2 in this roster.
Exactly, Gex.
And think
Exactly.
about the mental for Nasty as well. Just last week,
Oh,
he's
it's
sitting there
just
thinking, oh my
everything
God,
just
I'm not
gets
gonna be
worse.
a champs. I just came off a year where I'm getting, I'm in every
I'll go
single
get your
grand
dad,
finals.
aka
Now I can't even make it to the
Octane.
big
Okay,
tournament.
this gets worse.
I mean, he's got to be not on Cloud9. He's going against him, but on top of the world right now. Entire new mental, brand new teammates he gets to work with, and of course, an opportunity
Boy,
to play
getting
champs,
bent over
big
yet
money on
again.
the line.
Art,
So
go suck
I think
yourself.
Nasty, he's going to be geared up, all the confidence in the world, ready to go absolutely wild.
Job you as well. Anyone
So I
else?
think he's
Let me
gonna be
know.
in for an absolute
I
treat.
could do this all week.
And as far as the map set goes, though, here, Chaz, we're not seeing anything too new into this one. I don't think it's too much of a surprise to see that. You've got two teams, different rosters coming into it. It changes
Oh
things
my
up.
God.
It's one of those scenarios where it is, keep it as regular as you possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're trying to celebrate the map set, I'm trying to celebrate the duo. The man just had a brand new spanking baby. Absolutely adorable. And the things he is saying to me behind the scenes about what the actual birth was like. Shout out to the wife and the missus. Everything going well.
The
I
kid
think this
spawned
baby,
in.
He was describing it as she was fierce for freedom, wanted nothing more than to get out into the world.
He didn't appreciate my name suggestion of
Jeez.
Dwice. Sadly, I wasn't too sure if it would land for a girl in that sense. But yeah, let's see if
Spawned
he does
in
go
more
with
than
that side
Koi
of things.
today.
I'm not imagining it is necessarily going to go out that way. You did look after Bryce for me though, whilst we were in Atlanta, so that is very well appreciated. I hope he behaved himself for the most part.
He's a fantastic lad. Big fan of Bryce, big fan of Ton. I mean, I'm just a British caster aficionado at this point, so good stuff. for
Predictions
me,
going
but
up
good
for
stuff
map
for the teams
1.
as well.
Actually, no, we're going to
We
do
mentioned how good that
how
Crack Stats have been
over
just in the
under.
stage against Cloud9 specifically as well. One of the
Over
best players in the
under
game. But just hit the final punch,
175.5
mentioning
points
we already
for
talked about
C9.
Nasty. That is not a player that has ever been involved in middle of the season drama. Kind of funny that it works out that he's involved in the first ever trade. I just know on concept, Envoy has
Over
never
unders
felt
are
like a player
up,
to me
people.
that you can drop and get better. So I think that's an interesting dynamic. And Envoy is
Why'd they get rid of
absolutely a
Estriel?
player you can pick up
So
and
there's a
improve.
rumor, Jov, that
So
Estriel's
be on the
contract
lookout
ran
for
out
G2
before
Minnesota,
champs, so
our
they
first
had to
look
do
here.
something.
Let's see how
Especially
it's
with
gonna go
Gentlemates
form
coming
as we
in
head
for him,
over
it kind of
towards
was
the
like,
hard point. And
wow.
I think for G2, you're heading into this one with your opportunity up against, the so-called weakest team with a brand new roster here for yourselves. It's a nice litmus test to see where you're at. Webby, though, for him, somebody we haven't spoke about here, very, very new to, well, the professional scene from coming into this roster. Not too much pressure on his shoulders so much, but let's see what he can do here over towards
Over
P1.
unders
First
are
kill
up,
fall his way,
people.
but G2 get the majority
Wow,
of the time.
Bueno's
These two
fucking
teams fighting over
moving.
that P2 control. We're heading there in 20.
Yeah, this is Vetty work coming out of G2 as well. Great teamwork, everybody throwing shoulders, and Webby was getting out great damage, but Minnesota just offering them nothing. So great Sokic here on the P1, starting their game off
Clyde,
right. Of course, when you're
fuck
worried about
off.
that rotation, it looks like G2, everybody got picked apart until Envoy. Look at that Vetty spawn coming
Those
through
in the
right in
back.
The type of players you just can't teach.
Those in the back.
Going to get the rub of the green here, so we'll get the spawns over towards the backside. Reinforcements with him as well, so the pinch setting up.
Full
over
stunned
towards
him as well.
P2.
What a play out of Envoy.
How's it going to be? Envoy will find the first over towards the other side, though. Good defense coming in from Nezra. Can he find the second? Yes, he can. But the trade's going to come through. The new
Nez!
for G2 in Nasty.
Nez!
Cloud9 doing a great job with 35 to go, holding on despite the rogue spawn.
Yeah, I mean, hey, drop the ball, but pick it right back up.
Shut up,
You're gonna
David.
have 4 NPCs. Well,
Idiot.
maybe 8 on this
Nez.
assembly. I take it back. There you
Nez.
go. 2 M15 showing off in the
Hold
mix,
on.
But ultimately, it is inside
Nez might be
the
going
time
crazy.
The SMGs get to thrive. Nezra, that is now an 8 spree Hellstorm secured. NC9 have been able to take the lead. Until they
Nezra might be
desperately
going
need
crazy.
it, and they get so straight away. And they should be first on the rotation as well.
Running shoes on and on the way over. Courage trying to find a way through. First initial shots not quite landing, but Hyder's there to pick up the pieces.
Imagine
P2
C9.
control should be
Hold
there
on.
for Cloud9. They just sweep on through. A little bit of dojo control wouldn't go amiss, and there it is. Hyde can get 3 in a row on this transition. And that's been a couple of occasions. They've been the first ones there here. Chance, of course, the spawn's helping them out over towards P2 side. Can they keep it going inside of the dojo, though? As Webby continuing to try and survive. Is the break going to come in here for G2? Sky's Envoy. He'll find a couple, and they'll force their way through over towards P3.
Yep, new QR code. So the QR code will take you to the competition for the custom Koi shoes.
Maybe Nezra back in his happy place, or maybe the rookie mistakes will continue to pay
If you
off.
are
That
so
is a
intrigued,
unfortunate teammate
my
rolling
darlings.
through.
This will be rolling throughout the whole of the major.
Control the time for the moment. Plenty of pressure
pressure, though, when Webby continues to have very snappy shots.
It's not too much of a surprise. I mean, I would love to have come in here as the challengers man and be like, yeah, we've seen loads of Webby. Well, we haven't really seen a great deal, but I suppose that.
Do I either scan
shows
the QR
trust that
code or it is
Cloud9 are
pinned at the
starting
top
to
of the
put in these
chat?
kind of players.
That Byron is
Let's
3-8.
see how it's going to work out so far. Not that bad. Current lead here for Cloud9 is the rotation over towards P4. Starting to ensue.
Having a fucking
this is
slow
what I could do
one.
with the rotation here, Chance, to be honest with you. It's been
But
a couple
he
of
is
occasions
out
they haven't
in
managed to
guilds
find a
right
way
now.
through. Cloud9 have found themselves, well, every single time so
Wow,
far. Let's see if
almost
they
went
can find
crazy.
A good rotation with the kills heading over towards P4. Let's go for a listening with Cloud9.
I collected Paninis? No, but Charlie is. Charlie spent way too much money on him already.
Oh, 1v2. Nasty.
One Dojo. One deep left. Dojo on boys. One shot.
Take your time. Take your time. Nasty check.
Nesh.
That's
a good break. That's a good break.
He's hunting.
Nesh is going fucking crazy.
I'll pick up the back. I'll top left. Window. One top. One more. Other guys. That's four. Go mid. First last one, bro. I'm running up mid.
Yeah, they beat you there, bro.
Fine.
Aaron, fuck off.
I'm gonna take your time. Take your time. Their side, you. Couch that. Last shot, you.
Guys. Okay. They stabilized Jesus. Nah, I think Nezra will definitely be on a better team next year, for sure. I don't know where he goes.
So 1P1, 110. Yeah. Their side P1 and then 110. Their side building.
Aaron, to be fair, he literally turned 18, I think, 2 months ago. Maybe even sooner than that, honestly.
A little fast and frantic for the new look Cloud9. Not doing too bad of a job here on Den Harper. But the new look G2.
Bro, this guy's insane.
At this moment in time.
17 days ago he turned 18? Yeah, I think he turned 18 like just before the major.
Seeing Webby.
It's gonna be here.
What the fuck is going on bottom mid? What the fuck is going on bottom mid? We've got a Jamie cam, Joe cam, and a fucking Dashi and Shotzi cam.
Watch out front. Watch. In garage. He's in garage, yeah.
Garage, hide. One shot.
Yeah, he's
absolute dead. Nice shot there. All garage, go double lobby.
Yeah, I'm here to lobby.
Won't give you front side lobby. Bunny hill. Bunny hill as well. He's on the pillar jumping. Blow back to the pillar. Trophy's out. Outer encourage weak.
I'm waiting.
One three sider. Two outer encourage. One shot. Absolute outer.
Holy fuck, C9 are doing it. Holy shit, C9 are doing it.
Bang! You challenge one more time then.
The Stallions.
Inner pillar, encourage. He's going inner time weak.
What be dead?
I've your inner. He's gonna be shadow corner, I think. Yeah, two lobby node.
Yeah, on the pillar, going right side.
I spawn the back a little.
What do you mean knew me then?
I died again.
My god, Encourage is going crazy.
Oh!
Well, Chance, we left it around about the same gap as it was continued to stay.
Someone get Webby dead.
Keeping themselves in the lead by around that 20 or 30. Still a close game, but they're keeping Minnesota just about arm's reach.
I mean, making good plays. Gonna have to continue to do so, though. Now it's Kremp inside the time. This is your main hardpoint slayer in the league
Gotta milk
as
this.
well.
3-4 chain win to the game.
You're looking at the kill feed, and now everything is flowing red at G2. Looking to try to crank
Kremp
up
is
the
setting
This is
pace.
dominant P3 sequence,
Oh!
and Kremp there to put the stamp on it.
And this is the kind of moment where Cloud9 need to not panic. You find 4 in a row here. If you cramp, you start to create a little bit of space here for G2. Not just a little bit of space from the hill, space in that difference in the score line.
They just banged mid.
Find a way through towards the middle of the map.
Just banged mid.
Kremp makes it
That's a
5
good break. That's a good break.
6. If you're Minnesota, you close that gap massively.
Nah, Nezra's good.
We'll get this scrap time, but people looking good
Aaron,
for G2.
we rate Nezra. We rate Nezra.
Whatsoever. Envoy still getting involved in towards old
Not
as
even
well.
saying that because of his KD.
Come back here from
That
G2
guy,
now. Cloud9 still in that lead, but as I
ever
said,
since they
just
started
have to
playing
calm
together,
it
this
down.
team, it's
I think
been
one
like
of those moments where you can so easily go
been
1
decent.
by 1. But they found a rotation over towards P4. That has been their bread and butter. Let's see if they can find some good time.
Well, no trades just yet.
Bueno.
These guys can't catch them a little too slow on the jump, so G2 now have the extra men here for the hold. The only losing they lost P4 last go is the
he has a nade in his
This
hand!
time they might lose it because of the nade. You blink, you miss it, and C9
Oh my god, they're in the
all over
blender.
the
Oh
time.
my god,
How quick
Encourage
was
just got
that?
fucking slammed front.
C9 doing a wonderful job finding a way through.
Oh, we're
the
getting
two.
slammed.
Find the third. It's spawns over towards the backside, but it's down.
Oh!
Try and hold this one down, and he's doing that just
Bang!
well played here from Hyde. Nezra combining well together.
That's a big
and
two
Cloud9
from Hyde.
Lock it down. Hyde does a really good job. Hasn't necessarily had the hottest of maps, but that's 2 big kills following his way.
I actually don't know the
Maybe
maps. I
30
didn't
more
even see the
seconds
map.
heading Cloud9's.
Yeah,
Chat, what the
meanwhile,
fucking
Nezra's
maps?
killed everything on the map, teammates and enemies included. Now is the distraction game. 2 players spot him out towards the back.
Wait,
While
Nezra's
he's
doing
being
everything.
annoying, His teammates get to try to work this setup through
They
the
don't
front
get a
side, but
kill.
it looks
They don't
like
get a
G2
kill.
Entirely stable, completely on point. Until
Oh!
Thompson strips it away. How about the rookie doing it by himself?
Webby!
3, and he gonna keep this 30-point lead and then some.
Incredible work from Webby. Finds a way through, and what a moment from him to just try.
Justice to make a
Give
good
some
move.
confidence
I
back
think both.
into
I think both
Cloud9.
G2 get better,
Confidence
and
as well, and truly gonna be flowing.
I know it doesn't show it right
Only
now,
30
but
seconds to
I
go.
think G2
trying
get
to
better,
find
and
a
I
way
think.
through here over towards
Oh!
P1. Webby once again can't shoot in 3 different directions. G2
Oh!
finding a way through. Encouraged he can find 2 though from the side.
A gentleman makes get better for
Towards
sure.
Dojo said it's going to be there as well. Cloud9 still getting this time.
Holy fuck.
G2 now going to get in the realms of, well, being extremely worried of what's happening over towards P2. This needs to be a good rotation. We're heading in there in 10, but Cloud9's lead has grown significantly.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
What?
their game to lose, and wow,
What the
maybe this
fuck
is time for
did
G2
5
to
and 7
take
just
over.
do?
That is a clean 4-man wipe right as the noon time pops. So Minnesota,
This is a big
it's
break.
the dream situation. Everybody gets to be in prime position.
The big break.
See if Nasty can keep this up. Will eventually fall, but cramp over towards his backside.
Big one in
Look
the
at where
back.
Cloud9 are. They've meticulously found
They
their
just
way
spawned them
through.
in hell. They
And
just
all of a
spawned
sudden
them in
it's defensive
hell.
sides coming in from the rooftops.
making
You
every
gotta get their way
gunfight.
over if you are Skies. You found 2. So Hyde will have to take his time. You can find 1. Just try and butter them
Good
up.
baits,
G2
that's good
managed to
baits.
find 30
Good
seconds
nade.
pretty much uncontested. Nitro will get taken
Oh!
down. Nades over the top. The utility working out well. The
Side
gunfight's
door.
just about in their favor, but Webby with the snapper, and it's currently a 1 versus 2 on the site. C9 find a way through.
Holy fuck, they're in.
They've done it.
Holy fuck, they're in.
It wasn't a meticulous round, by the way. It was
They
just
don't win though.
lost.
They don't
G2
win though.
Also making
Webby.
rookie mistakes, and it's just gonna turn this map into
No,
an
no,
absolute
no,
battle. You
no.
walk into this hill if you're G2 down by 50, you're gonna walk away down by what, maybe 15 seconds. So neck and neck towards the new time on the
2 dead on the
rotation.
row.
Nasty goes and stands in between
3 dead
the
on the
C9
row. They
players.
know where
They
last
have
is. They
wiped
sunned
him
him.
off the map.
Kremp's got a streak.
Firmly now in the driver's seat.
How's he alive?
I'm still with the
Oh my god, he's
Hellstorm
making the
on
play.
back pocket. That is surely
Oh my god.
Gotta be a time.
Oh.
Maybe be getting it in here for G2. 50 seconds to go. Cloud9, of course, can absolutely win.
Webby!
Kills going their way as well. Webby has
It's the streak.
catalyst for this C9 team. As a 4-man wipe will come through, the Hellstorm has to be good, and G2
Team
has
kill.
to be perfect. 10 seconds to go. Nasty's found 1 chance. They gotta find a way through.
It's the first team kill.
How are we
It's gonna
dying to a
keep him out of
streak?
time. It's still just a 10-second gap, and you still got a player in.
Bang, good
Everybody
streak.
gets wiped off the board. Another 4-man wipe. G2, their desperation effort. Got to worry about the
Oh,
rotation.
I hate this.
Gotta worry
Look
about
at
the
this
scrap
minimap
time
at
as well.
C9.
And C9 right now,
Awful
they have the
minimap.
bodies over
Awful
towards
minimap.
P4.
They got the bodies, but can
Yep, like
we
this
find
actually.
Kremp?
Oh, the timing.
He's been the problem, and he
Kremp!
continues to be. Finds 2 on his own as well. How on earth has he managed to squeeze that one out? And now Webby is
Kremp!
pretty much all on his own. Some cannot find
I
it.
hated
G2
that. I
could this
hated
be a
that
dagger
so
to
much.
Cloud9?
I
Things
hated
look
that so
promising.
much.
And Kremp has went nuclear over towards P4. The hold is there to spawn, so their C9 not too far away either. 50 seconds.
Stay alive,
to
Nesh.
Minnesota 15 away.
It's the final hit on the pinch. Well, you got Envoys winning it, so he gets the key one. G2, they got the spawn.
Hyde!
They got the frontline gunfights as well.
Oh
It
my
all
god, they just
comes
bottled
down
it
to
so
Hyde.
bad. Oh my god, they just
Right
bottled
off
it
the
so
board,
bad.
it is now a blitzkrieg.
What did they just do? What did they just do?
Gotta try and find a way through. You've got to find these kills. You're 4 seconds away. 3 make it. Gotta
What
make the
did
move.
they
Get
just
Cloud9
fucking do, bro? They
with the
just done it
comeback.
again. They done it again! You bastard! They just did
But
it
not in the way
again!
that it happened. They had to come back, and it's devastation for Cloud9.
What is this play, man?
10 seconds to go. Nasty's found 1.
10-second gap, and you still got a player in 10. Well,
What is this play, bro? What is this?
everybody gets wiped off the board. Another 4-man wipe.
Bro, 5 doesn't know what fucking day it is.
G2, their desperation.
6 goes towards old. 5 does a fucking 720 pirouette. P2 goes new. 7 goes new. 6 goes old. Solo hits old. Idiot. 8 goes where? Right, we're banging front new.
You find Kremp. He's been the problem, and he continues to be.
So
Finds
Kevin,
Stu on his
just
own as
watch
well.
that.
How on earth does he manage to squeeze that one out? And now Webby is here, pretty much all on his own. Some cannot find it. G2.
Whether all hit old or you all hit new. What's the point? Oh my God, son.
I think, you know, the couple of different occasions, especially in the first half of that game, Chastain finding so many rotations, had a couple of moments here and there.
Jesus
Finding
Christ.
like a 9 story alongside of it. There's definitely something to work on there, but that won't feel like it at this moment in time. It's still a 10-point game. One that you have 50 or 60-second lead on stage as well. It's going to be one that stings. And number one,
The classic, man. The classic C9, mate. They make it to 200, 230, and then just fucking break.
10-point game going their way on Den. Well, the Search and Destroy is going to be the real conversation begin. Not a bad outing from Cloud9 whatsoever.
I mean, you know, I'd say ultimately
The classic, man. Hey, Webby looks good.
To the objective. I think maybe some sloppy
Nez looks good.
Rosters, so those things are always going to take time. If you're really a C9 fan, or at least a fan of these individual players, I think you're probably appreciative of what you saw out of Webby. I mean, at one point you said you can't.
Not a bad POV out of Webby, I'll be honest.
Do 3 things at once, but he damn near tried. Like, he has a
Cuzzy, fuck
shot.
off.
Clearly a mechanical talent there is Webby. Great damage output as well. So his first look playing against a pair of world champions on the flip side, not too shabby, only being a 10-point deficit. I think if I'm C9, I'd be happy with that performance.
It's so back and forth though, as we can see in the game flow. Yeah, you'd be happy enough with the performance, but it's one as well.
Honestly,
You've seen
mate.
that lead build up for them. I thought, okay, maybe
I'm
this is
sick.
the
I'm
moment that
sick
we
of
get it over
watching
the
this
line, then
C9
it's off to
team
Search and Destroys.
get to
Maybe a road to
230,
victory, but
240
that's one of those
points.
moments they'll look back
and
on and think
just
they probably could have walked away with that one. But
just-
I mean,
oh
crucial
my
moments once
God.
again from Kremp. You see that the Hellstorm that comes through. That
C9
gives them
looks
enough time
better
to
than
find the
Koi
break over
map
towards
one.
P3.
Thanks,
That
mate.
opens things up nicely for them. But Fringe Search and Destroys incoming. Den Overload will be map number 3. If we need to sail
No, I
the
mean,
Star
Joel,
Gridlock
type shit.
to close things
Type
out.
shit.
Nothing new here, and I was kind of alluding to that. I suppose for both these two teams, changes are being made.
I think 4 and 24, that is
Familiarity
insane,
when the
bro.
map set is probably quite crucial, and that's exactly what we got.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, of course, Fringe being an old map, maybe guys like Skies
4
and
and
Envoy
Bumba
just
Ross
a touch
Clock,
more
24.
familiar on it. I think Envoy, when he was
Cuzzy,
playing
well,
on Fringe
here's my
back in the
thinking,
day,
Cuzzy,
keyboard
is-
and mouse is what that guy was rocking. So shame
LA
on him
Thieves
for back in
lost
the
to
day,
Ravens
but, good
before
news, a
Major
fun
3 and
dynamic
won the
these
event.
days. But this is where Cloud9, it has been said quite a few times at this point, is truly
Type
a lethal
shit.
threat. Not just how good they were at
So,
Search and Destroy
using
before.
that
Webby, though,
thought
clearly a shooter
process.
on this team. Again, pretty electric stuff.
Warrior,
there for
I'm
map
trolling
number
you, bro.
one,
I
at
live and
least
die
for
by
that
the sword, Warrior.
individual
I
POV.
can't go
It's
into
already
everyone's chat
dangerous.
going ja,
Have a
ja,
little
ja,
bit
ja,
more
ja,
fire
ja,
in the
ja.
back pocket.
Ja, ja, ja,
They
ja,
also
ja.
have
Can't
chemistry
jump in.
developed. I mean, again, for under 18, I think Webby's birthday was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hi,
What happened first series?
congratulations
Go
to
fuck
him.
yourself.
Graduated from high school like 3 days ago. So these are talk about fresh faces of a team. S&D is like sort of where these guys come from. And I think it should be a pretty fun look to watch him here on this map too.
Now, but Cuzzy, again, hear me out. We won't have to
be
beat Optic.
in this
Someone
season
else
so far.
beats
Not a
Optic
great
for us.
deal for Search and Destroy. Of course, it hasn't been around for very long, but let's see how it's going to go
Come
down
on now.
here for G2. A nice
Come on
comeback
now.
at Map number 1. Can they continue it here? And map number 2 shots.
Well, I mean, hey, Kremp is going to be the guy that, yeah, Kremp, go kill, not too shabby. He is the lethal threat.
I
He
am
has
Zvay,
the
I
green
may.
light on this team. And I would imagine,
Jesus
even with the new
Christ.
dynamic, you lose out Estriel. That is a very difficult loss for a team to have to suffer. But picking up Envoy is a great guy to fill into that slot. Envoy truly an enabling type of player. And that means Kremp gets to continue to go have fun, design the strats around him.
Chat, prediction is
He
going
will
up for
be
map 2.
active
If there's a
every
map that
single
C9 are going to
round.
win, it is an
Of course,
S&D.
means
Lock
C9,
in.
They know what they got the work cut out for them, let's say. Bunch of Sunday players on the opposite
Prediction
side of
up.
the stage.
You can already see
C9 making
Envoy
koi
barking
plays
the
out
orders
there.
to
Good
his team.
shit.
I think he's going to be so valuable for this roster as
Okay.
well. I think, you know, a lot of people have their opinions
Type
on who
shit.
came out better, but I think this is a great move, honestly, for G2. See if the veterancy of Envoy can help them out
Just
on
sack
a
it
couple
off,
of these
man.
different
Just-
occasions. But
just
Fringe Search and Destroy is going to be the
fucking
first
sack it
test as far as it goes. With Search up against Cloud9, who, as mentioned, have found a lot of their luck in Search and Destroy, albeit
It's a bad day, mate. It's been a bad
great
day.
deal of it.
Bad
Let's see
fucking
if they can
day.
get something going here on Fringe, though.
Hasn't even been a
Defense
bad
coming
day.
through for G2.
It's
They
been the
put a
best last
lot
hour
runners
of my
over
life.
towards the side. Nezra trying to find something through tin.
Oh, boys,
Back.
bang.
More than that, Envoy gets up close and personal.
Bang.
Has 2 kills in round number 1, and Webby may well be the next on the chopping block.
Yep, there goes that SMG duo already with the first punch.
Webby's a
And
snippy,
Webby
is
with
he?
the
Webby's a little
boomstick
snippy.
in hand. high
EWC
expectations
tickets are
for
38
him, but
quid. I don't know
obviously
how
that
much
is
they are,
bogged
actually.
down inside a tin, and you have a sniper for the retake. So, listen, not a good situation here for this 2 versus 4.
Wow, Envoy's running worlds right now.
Envoy's on for the ace as well, and Webby may well give him it. SMG is out. Envoy can't find the shot.
Bang!
Knowing you absolutely get it. Envoy with an ace in his first round of search and destroy for G2.
Ollie, think about it this way, right? The Saudis are so rich that at this point they're putting up ticket prices for dope.
Which means his teammates absolutely
You know what I'm saying?
making sure, let's develop
So
this
they can probably do it
chemistry,
cheaper
get it
than
going.
everyone else
Brings
in the
up a
world.
one-shot kill there
They
as
can't
well. So
spend
that
enough
is not
money.
just him and
Mala,
Kremp
fuck
working
off.
together. Nasty also there to join the show, but yeah, Envoy just a nice little
I'm pretty sure the
hot
tickets
take
were
style moment where his teammates making sure give him the final kill. Good guys.
What's it called?
Smiles all around from the G2 boys, especially the cheesy one on that.
Pretty sure they weren't expensive in Saudi Arabia either, or like
Absolutely.
pretty sure they're around that price
Their
again.
teammate there. You take them all day long. This guy's going to join the party though. He'll find the first bullet on the Webby. It's been a good start here for G2. Positioning from Nezra is potentially going to be something that could cause issue, and it absolutely does. Kremp will get taken
Got
down.
hit there, Bueno.
Guy's playing this one slowly, but in the end, a
Aaron, the guy sits there and wastes his time
I
for
believe
free.
is the terminology for this one, but his teammates
not
there
beating
to
anyone.
get the final kill. So Nasty playing off the intel, and for the moment G2 just picking C9 apart. Bomb inside control, and there you go, Skies. Easy lineup for him that time. They're
Holy
just taking
shit.
turns on him.
And the info would have been there on Nezra as well. So now this is a very difficult position to be in this 1 versus 3. Shots at the skies. You wouldn't mind getting rid of Envoy if you can as well on that 4 spray. Planting alongside of it. It's not something you want to necessarily have to contend with. But
Double the lost 3-0.
Increasingly
Not a good
difficult
day.
with 25 to go.
Yeah, these are the remove all hope style rounds. Envoy with the cruddy spot. I mean, no avenues of escape here. Nezra getting spotted.
Bro, Bueno with the
There he
snippy is
goes, and
crazy,
Skies
no?
Gets to send him to the grave. 3 snipes there
Oh,
in
fuck?
that round from Caesar Skies. Bueno, quite literally, if he just doesn't whip the shot on the guy out in the open towards the middle of the map, he would have had back-to-back aces.
Jesus.
Letting the side down, if anything.
Nah, this happens every time. C9 go
Guys picked
really
up the
close,
final
map
kill on
1,
G2, feeling confident
and
here on
mental boom
Fringe.
for the rest of the series. It's the classic.
I think coming into
the
this as well,
classic.
you know, we've had so many talks already this evening
Just
about
pure mental
C9
boom.
coming into this. The Search and Destroy was already pretty decent. They can get
I
something
think
along
they
the
would
lines
rather
in their
get blown
respawn,
out
and do
map
they become
1
a bit of an issue for
and
teams?
go into
well,
map 2
Search and
like
Destroy's
that,
so
rather than
far, yeah, okay, we're early, but
practically throw the map.
it's really get anything going with Nezra. The only one to find a kill. Webby now going to be the one with the scope in hand.
There's just the only guy with the kill I've
An
just
idea.
clocked.
Information not gained, but going to try and find the opening pick here for Cloud9 and maybe get something going.
Ooh, yeah, and Envoy not going to play with that. Slides right back on out. Still getting the info, but it's
Bang, Byron.
Nasty drops him with the M15.
Krempy.
Follow up the back. You're right.
Yeah, get me out of this.
All 3 of these
What's the
rounds
Koi classic?
have
Lose to
been
Ravens?
tight that it just
Yeah, the
removed
classic
all
for Koi
hope.
is to
I mean,
go like
C9 when it's a 4v4,
is to have
you're
one of the
thinking they have a
easiest
chance.
schedules
The
in the
moment the first kill
CDL. Go
goes
like 3 and
through,
2,
G2
straight
are
winners
just
bracket, get like top
suffocating
3.
them
That's the
right
classic.
out, stealing the oxygen out of the room.
That's
A
the
lot of
classic
aggression
for Koi.
coming out from G2, just feeling supremely confident. And I'm not surprised after those first 2 rounds. Lopsided to say the least. But what if
Quids,
C9
get the fuck
got up
out
their
of here.
sleeve, whatever it is, well, they need to pull it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, then lose up.
G2 are running away with this one.
That's the way right now.
I wonder if it's just maybe a bit of a hangover from map number 1 and the disappointing loss, as it maybe continued into the Search and Destroy here on Fringe. 3-0 now to G2, and as mentioned, only 1 kill to speak of from Cloud9 over the 3 rounds now. Could do with the first blood very, very quickly.
Could someone
They just
help
need someone
Nezra?
to get a first blood, step up to the plate, and help out the squad just a little bit.
Anyone but
2-2
Quids?
split
I mean,
here
you
on
waste
the
his time
defensive
for free.
side.
You gotta
Through
tip it,
the
no?
middle of the map, you run past the paparazzi, and
I just had a
doesn't even
GG's in the
take
chat from
shot.
Quids.
G2, now they're all
Chalk it up.
away.
Oh, Krem tries to find a way through, and there is the first blood. Falling Cloud9's way. Envoy still after the 4 kills that he found in round number 1, yet to get himself involved here. In round number 4. Another one found here by Had. This is a little bit better. A lot of controlling over towards his sight works out, but the snap from Webby will be the cherry on top. Hyde with 3.
Holy
and he's the man that'll get all the plaudits. But what about that from the young gun?
Everybody, again, you need someone on the team to step
Mate.
up. Hyde does so. Gives you not just the first blood, not just the second kill as well, but finishes off the last guy.
Holy
so Hyde
fuck.
steps up to the plate, and now you get
Show it again.
off the donut cam, gets to hit the nice shot as well. Try to get everybody start to flowing. That is Wevy doing that to a world champion as well. Not a shabby start.
So we go.
I'm going to go VAR that one in a minute.
It was keeping things rolling. It's those kind of rounds that you absolutely need. I think if it goes 4-0,
With VAR in that one.
We're kind of writing their obituary, but we may well still be doing that here with Skies finding the opening blood. I've done 3 spree. We'll back this one down. Smokes out just for a little bit of cover. Still over towards B.
Guy shot thin air. Benjay tweet, don't make... If Benjay's going to fucking sit here and rage with me, I'm going to get weird. Really weird.
Envoy just ready and waiting to find the 2. As Nedra now left in the 1 versus 4, and as soon as he's seen the squeeze through the middle of the map, the next gunfights were crucial. Envoy finding more, and G2 stopped the ever so slight bleeding from the previous round.
That's a good tweet from Benjay. I can't even be angry.
He is a boulder.
I can't even be angry.
There and easy peasy.
It's a great tweet.
Once again, sort of another suffocating round where G2 get the first blood and Cloud9 just have to pump the brakes. They just get stuck. They get surrounded. There's nowhere to go. And I mean, their plan A might be okay. If it works out, it's great. If it doesn't, well, not too good. Their plan B is non-existent. Unable to reposition after these first bloods go through. So Skies,
it just gets worse. Fucking worse.
Aggressive as well in towards square. Yeah, G2 playing with all the confidence in the world.
Oh my god.
Not much seems to be getting through. Here for Cloud9. G2 heading their way over towards B. Just scoping out at this moment in time.
Great nade.
Map control. Cloud9 essentially have something on Alpha through the middle of the map with Wevy. Can't quite get an angle now. That can encourage. He's currently sitting at 0-5.
No, it's not another encourage fucking donut, is it?
Blood will be absolutely massive.
I swear he had a doughy last time, right?
Just to butter up. Oh, that's going to come through. Skies will continue to...
What in the fucking wall bang?
Looked like they were going to find the first blood. They will not. It's a 1-for-1 trade. 3v3.
What the fuck is Prem doing?
Wevy will shut it down again. That's a big kill. 3 versus 2 in favor of Cloud9. G2 have a little bit of control, but the numbers now with New York.
Fuck off.
Well, they lost it. That is bombed down, and a head snap there from Envoy. Knows that might just.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Jim was our best player today.
That's with the longest route of all time, but you have to imagine their spidey senses going to begin to tingle. And just like that, for the shutdown, yep, C9 execute, take care of business, and handle themselves on the defensive end.
I'm not having Quids.
That is noted and courage. Well, previously sitting on a donut. He's on the board as well.
Not a fucking chance.
This is said tried and true in the Call of Duty world.
Darky. Oh, double Hassy later. Nice.
Once you get that first kill, the vibes start flowing.
What do you mean? This team's going to go 0 fucking wherever it is again. 0-6.
So courage, good for 2 in the round.
I like Wevy's POV though.
Monkey off your back at that stage.
Don't mind a Wevy POV.
And is that going to allow Cloud9 to maybe manifest something here?
Yeah, we're not going map for actually. It's well,
they're keeping themselves relatively close.
I did call 3-0 day today.
Very, very shaky rounds.
Didn't think it would be on us, but here we are. It really is that. I actually am a curse.
Oh, Hyde's going to get a immediate interaction here with Kremp, who just runs down the middle of the map. Thought he had a little bit of backup. He did. The backup is not there quick enough, though, for the trade.
Sack it off.
That's what we'll get around over towards A. This bomb is going down. Is anybody going to stop it? No, they are not. Skies tried. And a 4v2 now for Cloud9. Making it 4v3s. Nasty will find one on the flank. Trying to find a pick through here, but Cloud9 are set up well. It's a difficult 2v3 for Envoy and Nasty.
Yeah, new duo. Need to hit a wicked shot. Misses. And now you're getting a cleaned up shot in the back. And Nedra gets to be that guy.
Hold on.
Stamp on the round, and C9
hold the line.
Starting to fight back. The first blood battle really seeming to be the name of the game. And I mean, we talked about Kremp's strats. Send in Kremp, go get those kills.
Hold the line.
The round just with that first blood. So
yeah, well, Aaron, unfortunately, the guy looks like he's homeless and 100 pounds soaking wet. So
see how things continue, because now it's going to be getting into G2's head. So, well, we're all quite smiley.
Real tough for the guy.
They may well not be feeling the same way now.
How did Jadit Krim trust me? Someone's done some charity work over them parts.
A lot of aggression coming out from Cloud9 over towards the A side. And are you going to be ready for this if you are Krem?
Holy fuck, we're banging tin.
As well. Oh, Cloud9 have tried to get aggressive and Envoy again. Same spot, same outcome. Finds two on a hide.
I don't know, I was sprinting getting courage on a heady. Never mind, I lied. Great shots.
Now as Webby will be left all on his own. And that's one of those moments Cloud9 get aggressive and they get punished for it. The callouts come through. Fist bumps all around and G2 on that point.
Well, that's the happiest nasty
Kremp's mogging the camera for some reason.
Eyes full of elation, impressed by his teammates. I don't know exactly what intel Envoy got, but you saw the counter.
Get me out of this series. I want to see the Gouda splurge on the map.
Envoy called in for the reinforcements in the entire squad of Minnesota.
Give me the Gouda splurge.
They're ready for the fight. Overwhelming. You know, that's C9 effectively attempting to throw a punch on the defensive end, while Envoy with the counter takes care of business.
The slip and the hook back, no problem. The quick 1-2 from Envoy, sitting at 9-3 now.
Could be a sniper here, Bueno.
There's Cloud9 still looking for a way back into this series. You thought the search and destroy could be it.
Skies is what, bro? Bueno, Skies was going crazy, man.
I can find one. Krem is there for the trades.
What are we on about?
And that will suit him as Webby now going to try and get himself involved. Unfortunately, you're getting yourself involved with Krem. Comes through, and Webby is dealt with. Two players left now from Cloud9, trying to make something work over towards the safe side, but the immediate flank coming through here from G2. Nasty playing a little bit of information. We'll have to back on down, but he's just playing time. He's waiting because the reinforcements are very much. Yeah, Nezra can find one, trying to run away.
No.
What will happen? And G2 find map number 2.
It's didn't think that would happen. No.
Cruising through this series up against the new look Cloud9.
No.
If you were paying attention to Sky's POV as well, didn't have an impact on the round, but just sort of these high-level ideas that happen at least at the pro level in COD. He shows himself on the cross-top bar and does the army crawl back to the other side. Just a situation of if the other team spots me, they're going to be thinking X, and really, he's going to be able to cover that angle towards square.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, I said it earlier on stream, I'm pretty sure C9 have got a horrific and ultimately
comfort there against
but they're one of the hardest splits,
Obviously,
I think.
shout out to Envoy with the 9 kills, the ace in round 1, but maybe just even the team.
Their next 5 matches.
7 with 5 assists.
They got Boston
so
into a Koi, into an LAT, into a Heretics.
Throwing up high fives, throwing out fist bumps, dishing out
So
some extra kills for his teammates
they
as well.
lose to
They're trying get the
Boston,
vibes
probably
flowing
beat
as quick as
us.
Incredible work from G2, 2-0 up in this series.
And then lose the other two. So what? They go.
We're going to take a break and
That was
hopefully
the pair, was
Cloud9
great.
can maybe muster something up. But G2 looking good. See you on the other side.
It was great. C9 go 4-0 with the split. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself, man. Oh. It just can't get worse, can it? It can.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas.
Find the next
All
weekend,
4-day
yeah.
passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to
Yeah, I
get your
tied them out
tickets
for 2
now.
weeks.
Look like the
Gets
pros
blown away
to
by the
play
wind.
like the pros. The CDL
What's
team
up with
skins
Koi
are
today, bro?
available
What
now.
happened?
Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
We're trying the LA Thieves online cheese, Nexus. We lose to Ravens, win the event type
official
shit.
controller of the CDL.
Type shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Aaron, I'm sure. I'm fucking sure. No. No, I'd hate that. I'd hate that. Best of 5 script. Always best of 5s. And then best 7 scrap finals. It's just Carolina from the bedroom. That's what I'm saying, mate. Dallas, so we got one more series after this. And then tomorrow is a 4 series day. And then Sunday's a 3 series day. And then the minor next weekend, there might be some long shifts. Might be some long shifts. Because what? We'll have like minimum of 4 series a day. I said inside duo. I'd say probably our best player.
Cracked.
Bro, a completely whiffed in the first. Well,
I had
he gets
to.
2.
And that's the beat.
And I had 3 people one shot, so like, nice one,
That's good.
What happened with Koi Trent? We lost to people who haven't won an event or haven't won a series and event. Sorry.
How many times did we praise
Great online
Optic
roster.
for their ability early on in this game to understand how to
Challenge the.
Great online roster.
Challenge the.
from inside on the cross as well. Keeps him alive now. The regen. Look at the battle.
Superb online roster.
Don't even child, man.
I'm one shot. Nice. Last kid deep left.
That's just don't even child, man. Look up.
James, visual bug, I think.
Awful.
Exceed better. The BK's ran us. I mean, I think.
You know, we've seen you guys constantly.
I love Caden Exceed. Great guy, great bloke.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been saying it online the whole time. Online respawns are different. No sound EQ. We're a way different team, and we just showed it right there. Also, people seem to forget who built that camp. I know how they play. I taught those kids how to play Call of Duty.
Great guy.
So don't forget that. All right, like
the BK is just fucking running us down, man. The BK, man. The fucking BK.
I got it so bad.
Fucking BK. When did Sneaky get banned in CDR? Was it MW2?
I look at it, it's just it's
MW3.
Actually, that's
MW3, man.
Well, talk about things that are easy to do. If you're having the knife holding, that's unstoppable.
Well, there we go. G2 absolutely cruising. The 2 debutants and Envoy and Nasty here up against C9. Webby.
What team did the best pickup, you think? I think it's G2 team.
I'm learning what it's like.
I think out of the teams that made a roster change, I think these guys
champions right now C9 find themselves 2-0 down.
Made a real good
series.
set changes.
But is there potentially a way back in map number 3? I'm not necessarily enthused by the
or Gentlemates, one of the two. We'll see though.
So good for G2.
We'll see.
Well, ultimately the painful thing.
Yeah, Ravens P-Quid's great
upgrade.
upgrade.
Situation where they really need to win that search and destroy, just to create the opportunity because they are a threat in Overload. They absolutely do have the potential, and it'll be fun to see how Webby slips into the roster as well.
Maybe this is bad luck.
All that said and done, G2.
Maybe I can only wear. I've got to burn all my other Koi stuff and solely wear the jacket.
With the sniper rifle, and it seems like they're really like going.
Maybe
out
that's
of their way
that's
to
the
take
play.
Their turns to, like,
I'm solely a
give
jacket.
each other the space to
jacket
grow,
watch party streamer.
The vibes going and feel a little bit more natural. Because even after Skies is popping off.
Yeah, I'm gonna test it next game. I'm gonna wear the jacket next game. I'm gonna make sure I bring it in. This is last year's white Ultra hoodie.
Really, almost taking the back seat just a little bit. He showed up exactly when he needed to at the end of the hard point, but I think for the most part, these guys really just trying to find themselves, and so far, so good.
No problem doing that. So
over under C9 2.5 loads on the map. I repeat, 2.5 loads on the map. Who did Gentlemates picked up? They picked Estriel. They traded Estriel for
G2, but Cloud9 has been a problem over the entirety.
Prediction is up.
And well, has Webby fixed it in the space of
RC9 going to drop some loads to this map.
Do head over towards Den. A little bit of map control here for the Cloud9 as they try to find a way through, but it's a tough route back into this series. You would like to think G2, as you say, they do seem to be vibing right now, but maybe not this second. They'll lose a couple of bodies. Sky will answer back with a couple on the other side. Cloud9 with that initial control.
Yeah, tough moment. Finally get big 2 kills, and Skies just punches right
they'll get merged. I don't think they'll get fucking.
From Minnesota have been the,
I don't think they've ever been 4-0.5. I could be wrong.
Really trying to show off a mid-map hit, but that's not the ultimate play. He's wrapping back towards the middle of the cut now, and for the moment, G2 at least
the
one
colors
player
seem
sort of
washed
out of position, and Hyde does get the frontline kills.
And there you go. Is that going to be enough?
Hang on a minute, I can fix that.
The first one to fall.
Thoughts on Liam Delap? Lukaku on a burner. Hold on!
It's going to get it over the line. Yeah, nicely done. Meticulously like this time, no spawns out on the map.
Hold on.
Whatsoever. Nonker is keeping this on board as well. Can't find the kills through the middle of the map though. Remember Envoy will help shut that one down, but nice job from Cloud9. They just
up the saturation on the Elgato a minute.
And G2 could do very little about that.
Yeah, very strong patient play.
I can
now
change
all
this.
The gunfights, that 3 in a row. Last guy's mid-cut, Fred. As long as you trade him, you're good to go. The trade is successful and back with the device in hand. Towards the close spawn, though, rolling through. And hey, listen, now it's G2 making mistakes. It's the flubs. It's the team nades.
Edger maybe a little bit too fast, but you got a 3-on-3 to try to send this bad boy through.
Lovely, some good shots. Has the rest of the team that help him out, but Krem finds 2 when he needed to. Is it going to be enough though? Can encourage?
What is going on?
Yes, he can. Sky's nearly shut it down in time, but Cloud9 out of absolute nowhere. Been picking apart G2 here, who, as you said, have been making mistakes, and all of a sudden, the win seems to be beneath Cloud9's sails as they start to get something going over towards the rooftop side here as well. 2-0 up, and well, quite literally cruising.
The over might be coming in.
Though, right? You can see these guys are twisted. Everybody turning to watch the flank. We are spinning in circles.
Is that any better? I just upped the saturation a little bit on the
We need to
Elgato.
look, but now it is Hyde with the device in hand, bringing it back to their sweet spot. Question is, do you check the corners and get the trade?
Jesus.
Not good for any. 2 there in the feed. They have the extra men.
Oh, nasty from behind. 1, 2. Is that the 3? Not going to follow. But he'll slow things down.